Oh, my head hurt. Oh, ain't no way they just did that. What's going on? How I just stopped when it's about to start jamming. Rod Wave song ever too sad, bro. Like you don't gotta ask about if a Rod Wave song is too sad, gang. Ain't nothing too song. That's sad. Taking some everybody's sad. Like that's not one of the best artists, if not the best artist out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of good gambles tonight. Man, I gotta get my money back. I lost $200+ last night to these niggas. Me and Low bet $200 on the Warriors and Lakers last night. Gang came out there and said bet 100. I said, nigga, we can bet 100. We locked 100 in. The game about to start. I said, nigga, we can bet 200, nigga. Like what the fuck? It don't matter to me. Why I don't care? The day before I bet $200 on the Heat to beat the what's the name Celtics. Win 240, then I lose 250. So it's like it is what happens. You know, it happens. So it is what it is. I'm dumb. Listen, when Spiper asked me a question yesterday, I said the series would be close. I don't really care which team. Well, obviously I care which team win, but I think it'll be a good series. If the Lakers and the Warriors are playing a series, I think it'll be a good series. And I'm gonna keep it a wrap. We're not starting with this. Before we get to the game, I'm gonna keep it a wrap. When I saw Kuminga was ruled in, that's when I was like, oh shit. And I know it's just Kuminga. Y'all probably like it's just Kuminga, da 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 da. But when I saw Kuminga ruled in, I'm like, oh shit. But we'll get to that. I don't even know what he did last night, but you saw him making good plays, whether it was getting fouls or whatever, grabbing rebounds, whatever the case may be. So he had 18 last night. Damn. But that's my point, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to be. It's not about being scared of Kuminga. It's about knowing the effect that he can have on that game in that matchup. So, um, that's all. We'll get to that in a second, though. See, you see how I didn't even know his stats on top of my head, and Bethany just said 9 rebounds, and I said his rebounding. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can watch and just know the shit that niggas do without even. Damn, I'm trying to talk person. Sometimes you can watch and know what people do without even looking at the box score. Like his impact was felt last night. Pa's impact was felt last. What? I don't even want to speak to that dude, but yeah, whatever. He's on my fantasy team though, so he balled out. Shout out to Paz. I'm in a fantasy basketball championship, bro. Winner get 250, loser get 50. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might lose this joint. I'm gonna keep it a wrap. I might lose this joint. I'm down 3-5 right now. Facts, OG. I'm down 3-5 right now. The way this fantasy basketball matchup is, it's a category league. So you gotta win 5 categories to win. If it's 4-4, it's a tie. And whoever had a better record will just get the win. So right now I'm only winning in free throw percentage, assists, and points. I'm down by 8 in steals, down by 11 in blocks. I'm down by 1 in rebounding, and I'm down by 7 in threes. He got Curry on his team. Curry did something ridiculous the other day when he hit 12 threes. Jamal Murray and Peyton Watson missed games, and Cat missed the game this week. So I don't know, but it's probably either going to be a good or a bad week. And he got 3, 6, 7, 8 people playing today. Hopefully Anthony don't play. And I got 3, 6, 7, 8 people playing today as well. As y'all see, I got Pods on the mob. Of course, I got Booker and Luke on the mob. Cat, of course, I got Hero on the mob. I got a little cool little mob. I'm going against FBI agent, bro. Whoever that is, he be in here. FBI agent, he be in here. Whoever FBI agent is, bro. So I'm down 3-5, bro. Hopefully I win. He got me outnumbered tomorrow, so I'm not too happy about tomorrow. Um, you know what I'm saying? He got me outnumbered tomorrow with a whole damn full lineup, basically. Um, and I only got 4 people playing right now at the moment tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna lose, unfortunately. So hey. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose. I don't know. Well, I got a full lineup on Sunday. He don't got a full lineup on Sunday. I ain't gonna lie, bro. On some lame stuff, I'm gonna admit to y'all real quick. On some lame stuff, I'm rooting for a tie because I was 12-3. I was 12-3-5 this year. He was 13-6-1. If we tie, I win. So I'm rooting for a tie. No funny. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm probably not gonna get 5 categories. I need to beat him in rebounds and or threes. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Um, Y'all talking some T on the stage early as hell. Chilling my dog T, man. Chilling my dog T, man. Chilling my
Hey, be
dog
acting
T.
like I wasn't early yesterday. I was in
On
the
the,
same time yesterday, brother.
Milo, be quiet, bruh. On a serious note, good morning, everybody that's in here, though. Welcome back to another daily facts and stats show. Something slipped me because I'm so used to doing it on StreamYard. Something slipped me yesterday. For all my folks that gamble, before we even get to that, if you are not subscribed to Facts and Stats on YouTube, that's a problem. Be right back there on Monday we right back there next week. I would love for everybody that's in here so far to subscribe to Facts and Stats on YouTube. The link right there is in the chat. If you are not subscribed to Facts and Stats on YouTube, it's also pinned where you can check that out as well. So make sure you all tap into that or subscribe to Facts and Stats on YouTube. Also, on top of that, make sure you subscribe to Fact and Stats on Playback. If you ever want to extend your support for the platform, you can become a subscriber on Playback. You see the folks with the orange on their names and the badge next to it. They are subscribers on Playback. You can do so as well. All you got to do is click the Fact and Stats profile, scroll all the way down, and then just hit subscribe. And you should be able to subscribe. That's to Shaggy and anybody else because he said he can't. I don't know if he knows he can't how to or not to or whatever. He probably do, but yeah, just throwing it out there. So make sure you got to click the Fact and Stats page, and then you got to scroll all the way down, and then you should be able to subscribe right there. Actually, I can drop the link into the chat. Um, I don't know if that's the link. Is that the link? No, that's not the link. Yeah, I think that is the link. We got 45 subscribers. We are 5 away from 50. If you are not a subscriber, I would love for y'all to become a subscriber. I am 5 away from 50 subscribers. That would be big to have 50 subscribers on Playback and 50 plus on YouTube. So if you are willing to do so, make that crap $6. I think that 89 cents is like a playback fee or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what that is. T, welcome to the family.
That was with
T,
your money, brother. Shout out.
T, let's go. I don't know if y'all heard that. I might be a little low. It's loud on TikTok though. T, welcome to the family, gang. That's
Thank you, brother.
46.
I used the 5 from the bet we had last night, brother, to subscribe to my brother. You feel me? Circle back to you, brother.
Ooh, you won money. Ooh, act like you
Damn, I
been
was
here
just trying
before.
to say shout out, brother. Damn.
Act like you been here before, gang. Like, ooh, you win money. What the hell did your favorite player do? Did he contribute to that?
Your favorite player was Luca. What the fuck did he do?
Did he
The
contribute to
fuck
that?
did Luca do, nigga?
Anyways, 46 out of 50 subscribers. 4 more away from 50. If you are not a subscriber, I would love for you all to become a subscriber today. And I'll be promoting that throughout the show today as well. So with that being said, we're gonna start it off with I told y'all about the subscribing to the playback. And we're gonna start it off with the we man Bethany dog. Bethany is so funny, bruh. I need to become one of what, Bethany? You be bluffing, dude. You need to become one of what? um, I talked about YouTube. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. You know about it. You know about the YouTube too. You ain't never do nothing yet. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I'll see you in 2 months though. Ain't no trip. I see. Reminder, y'all, cookout. The Fact and Test cookout. The third annual Fact and Test cookout is June 21st. The third annual Fact and Stats cookout is June 21st. You can book your flight for that Friday or whatever, and make y'all way out here for the cookout. It is on a Saturday. It's going. Shaggy's funny. It's going to be a good vibe. It's going to be a good time. And you can come and meet some of your favorite Fact and Stats folks, or at least come and see. We got some new folks that I haven't met yet. That's probably appearing. um, should be seeing Jordan Woods this year. Should be seeing Byron this year. Hopefully, should be seeing Justin Achille this year. Uh, hopefully, see Z Farm this year. Uh, the biggest one of them all. Hopefully, see Goods this year. Hopefully, see Goods this year. Hopefully, see Goods this year. Wager, hopefully, Wager pull up. He in the DMV. Nigga called me a clown. You know what I'm saying, Chad? I could have kept them all for real, for real. I could have kept them off. Hopefully, see Jada this year. High Life is the biggest hope of them all. That man High Life is probably not coming. Savannah's probably not coming. I don't know. But yeah, should be seeing a couple of folks that I have not met yet before. Not met yet, I will say. All right, so we're gonna start it off with who sold your parlay. Who sold your parlay? Anybody gamble last night and y'all got sold, whether it was a straight bet, uh, whether it was a straight bet, whether it was a parlay, whatever it was. I'll start with me. I don't really call this getting sold, but I had a feeling last night, and I'm like, man, I think that he can win this game again. And we really played a good game. We played a good game, and we really played a good game. And uh John Morant hit a game winner. You know, prior to John Morant hitting that game winner, Jaren Jackson hit a big three in the corner. But then we also, like, two out of our last three possessions, we Hero didn't shoot the ball, and I didn't like it. I'm like, yo, get a ball to Hero, because then when Hero got the ball, he scored the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it was Bam shot a shot and somebody else shot a shot, and then that led to us. Hero tied the game up, and that led to them coming back with John Morant hit a game winner on Khalil Weir. So that straight bet went down for me. And then I made a builder, quote unquote, for the Lakers and Warriors game. LeBron, that featured LeBron, Luca, and Curry. Everything cash, but you don't even want to know who. Luca couldn't get me 21 points. Like, I mean, imagine me yesterday. And then on top of that, you lose money on the Lakers and Warriors money line. So it's like betting these folks in here. What a day yesterday for me, bro. So I'm on all get back mode. I'm on all get back mode today on FanDuel. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna gamble responsibly though. Like, I'm gonna give myself a minute. I said a minute, a minimum. I'm gonna gamble responsibly, but I'm gonna get back today. I think the Warriors and the Nuggets game would be a good game to cook up some things for, or things in. Um, Betting on Luka and LeBron to me would be good today. Looking at Tatum probably having a bounce back game against the Suns. That'd be a good thing. Probably a good player to bet on today. And OKC and Rockets. That's gonna be. You can always take SGA points. No Dylan Brooks today. You can look at SGA for about 25 to 30. Um, even probably add a money line. And OG, if you feeling froggy, y'all at home, just tell me your amount. And I don't want to hear no. I'm only scared of OKC. You are a grown ass man, and your favorite. And I'm a curse. And your favorite word is, I ain't scared of none, nigga. I ain't scared of none, nigga. I ain't never run from no nigga. I ain't scared of none, nigga. Like, nigga, y'all line is closer than usual, and y'all at home. If you feeling froggy, nigga, jump. Drop your amount. If you feeling froggy, jump. Drop your amount. What you talking about? Because technically, I won our last bet, nigga. Technically, I won the last bet that me and you made. I won. So let me know if you feeling froggy today. Jada said Jabari boards. Yeah, so it's a couple of things to bet on today, in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Ted said Luca. Did anybody else get sold last night? I saw Ted say Luca. LeBron is not going to try. Austin and Luca, way too much grifting though. Curry and Luca damn near locks 30 plus when they face each other. Facts. Jada's a clown. All right. I took Kuz for 16 and a half. He got 16. Kyle Kuzma. Nigga, you think Brown coached today? Brown was coaching in the first half. We'll get to that in a second. Jimmy Butler couldn't give me 12 points. I don't even know if you even bet on Jimmy Butler to get 12 points. Is that even possible? I didn't even know that was possible. If that's possible, that's a sad case.
That
No
must,
money.
That must be minus money.
That must be that. That's a sad case if you can bet on Jimmy to get 12.
What's that phrase? Now you understand.
Yeah, I know it's tomorrow, Ted. The women's is tonight, gang. So who sold your parlay? Thank y'all for contributing. First time Luke ain't make a 3 in 2 years. That nigga Nico probably the best GM ever. Okay.
Good.
Hey, flake that comment.
Stand up.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, I've been figured goods out.
He's a nasty.
No funny. Do y'all know how Twitter work, right? Let me tell y'all how Twitter works. No troll. And I'm not mad at goods for this, but no troll. This is how Twitter works. Once you get a tweet that quote unquote bang or get a lot of eyes on or attention or it's in the algorithm, all your future tweets are going to be like that. So if y'all notice, goods only tweets to get reactions. So when you look at good can make a random tweet about Westbrook right now and they'll probably get 100 plus likes or 20, 30 people responded to it. Like the other day, he probably got like, I don't even know exactly. He probably got like 500 plus likes on his other tweet when y'all sent it the other day in here. Because he got pushed into that realm now. To like every time he tweets something, it's about Luka or Russ. He only tweets about Luka and Russ. If y'all peep goods, he only tweets about Luka and Russ, and that's where he gets all his interactions from.
Yeah.
He don't get it from nothing else. Like it's just Luka, Russ, Nuggets, and it was Lakers, Clippers. That's it.
Yeah. OKC ain't got enough motion for
That's
that.
it. Yeah. That's it. That's literally it. And I'm not mad at him for it. So he's really just capitalizing. You know what I'm saying? Like Goods is known basically as a Twitter nigga that loves Russell Westbrook. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Like tap into what you know what I'm saying? Jay Woods, I've been saying that about Goods. He bang hunt for sure. I've been said that. Like everybody knows that. If you watch, not even watch, you only gotta watch his tweets. If you see Goods tweets, I don't think he got X premium. He should be capitalizing on that. But if you see Goods tweet, it's straight bang hunting. Like it's really just straight bang hunting. No funny. And he knows that. He know I'm not bluffing. I can't make it up. All right. So we're gonna go ahead after Who Sold Your Parlay. We're gonna go with player of the days. Who was y'all player of the day last night? It's obviously a couple of names that you can probably throw out there. Lawrence, good morning. Brian. Paz. I like the Paz name. Tani did something last night again. John Morant, that's a good one. Curry. Why didn't nobody say Giannis yet? Giannis did something that nobody never did before. Oh, 2 nights ago, okay.
Bro, what was the stat line? 36, 17, and 20.
Like 35, 17, and 20, I think.
Bomba.
Yeah, 35, 7, yeah, 35, 17, and 20. NBA first. That's an insane stat line.
Bro.
That's an insane stat line.
Wait, man basically got 35, 20, 55 plus 17.
Yeah.
I got 72 PRA. That's nuts.
Yeah, we don't care. Giannis isn't suburb. I said about to say suburb. How you say that? How you say
Serbian.
Serbian. There we go. Serbian.
And look at Goods now. Look, Goods now. He talks about Giannis. Didn't have to go to OT to do it. By the way, this you is a nasty you know. Now he cares about Giannis.
All right. To get into the nitty gritty, this one really is just like a pit stop. Not even a pit stop, just to bring attention for anybody that wants to tap into it. This is the time that you can tap into some things. At least I would say. I know Caitlin Clark ain't here. I know anybody else that's a big name ain't there, but you still got Paige. Paige is the projected number one pick in the WNBA draft that's upcoming, in a couple of months. And she's definitely worth watching. It is a doubleheader tonight. The women's finals 4. You have Texas versus South Carolina. South Carolina with Dawn Staley always been who they've been, really for a long damn time now. And then you have UConn, been what they've been as well for a while, going against UCLA. So that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And the second game comes on at 9:30. And then tomorrow, me personally, I'm predicting obviously the two favorites to win, South Carolina versus UConn. And I think that championship matchup will be a really damn good game. Personally, I'm going with UConn to win it all this year, though. And on the men's side of things, it all depends on how my night/morning goes, because I can do a little pit stop as far as like a mini show tomorrow in the morning time. But I genuinely don't know how my night or morning going to go, because I think I got to go to the gym or something. I don't know. I got to see. But tomorrow, for me, you have Florida versus Auburn, and then you have Duke versus Houston. My gut is telling me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now connected to iPhone.
I hate when she be doing that sometimes. My gut is telling me Auburn can win this game. I don't know, bro. I think they can really win this game. I think they can pull it off. I just going to continue to rock with a team that I've been rocking with pretty much for the majority of the year as far as winning it all, though. But this starts on CBS at 6:09 p.m. Florida versus Auburn. If you do not watch college basketball, Byron. If you do not watch college basketball, Shaggy. If you do not watch college basketball, Bethany. Calling out some names in here. If you do not watch college basketball, Jada. Calling out some names in here. If you do not watch college basketball, Lero. These are two games that are worth watching. 1,000%, obviously. It's the Final Four. And this game right here is going to have a championship feel to it. And not saying Duke and Houston is not, because that's actually going to be a good defensive game as well. But I think my game is probably going to be the Florida and Auburn game. I'm going to be locked into both regardless. But tap in, doubleheader tomorrow. I got Florida winning, and I got Duke winning in a close game. Both games are going to be close. Literally, both games are going to be close. Both games, I don't think the score will be decided by over 5 points. No, they are not around the same time. One is at 6:09 p.m. The other is at 8:49 p.m. So one is going to start at like 6:10, 6:15. The other is going to start at like 9 p.m. So just giving y'all some Final Four games to tap into today. And also tomorrow we got the women's Final Four side. This is worth watching. And then tomorrow you got the men's Final Four side, which I think the championship game is on Monday. Yes, the championship game is on Monday. We'll be watching that in here on Monday at 8:50 p.m. And then also tomorrow we'll be watching these Final Four games in here as well, starting at 6:09 p.m. Now, as far as the women's side of things, I'm gonna make a business decision. We're probably not gonna be watching both games in here. I'm gonna keep it a rack. Can we? Yes, but we can probably see the start of that first game at 7. But we damn sure not gonna watch the second game in full because the Nuggets and the Warriors are gonna be on, and also the OKC and Rockets gonna be on at 8. So we're gonna see the first 30 minutes of that first game, and then we're pretty not gonna see much of the second game. If you want to watch that game, you're gonna have to watch it on your own iPad or monitor or a TV or something like that. But tomorrow, I don't care what NBA team play tomorrow. We seen a man's game entirely in full. We seen a man's game, and nobody play tomorrow anyway. So yeah, nobody that plays tomorrow that's worth watching. So we good. Excuse me. So we good. Let me see about Monday's schedule. Okay, so NBA did the thing smart. Nobody played on Monday either. So yeah, NBA did it smart. They cleared the Saturday and the Monday slate. This is just all college basketball. Y'all don't got nothing to worry about on Saturday and Monday, but men's college basketball. Literally nothing. Okay. All right. Speaking of that, I gave y'all some Final Four news. We're gonna go ahead and dive into the NBA slate from last night. Sometimes it feels good. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it feels good, even in a random April regular season game. It feels good to sit back and watch some NBA basketball, bro. And I did just that. Travis Hunter will run routes at Pro Day. I did just that last night. News around the league before we get into it. Adam Silver issued Ja Morant a warning and Buddy Hield a warning for doing the whole little gun celebration. Ja Morant hit a shot yesterday and did the gun celebration. I need y'all thoughts on that in the chat real quick before we get started. I need y'all thoughts on that in the chat real quick. He got a warning and then came back and did a celebration again anyway. For me, that's a young nigga that just don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a young nigga that just don't care. And I'm not even mad at it, bro, because like we need more players in NBA that just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need more players in NBA that just don't care. He said in the post game, I don't think it's a head. I don't think it's like a head ASS moment. But he said like, I'm embracing being a villain. You know what I'm saying? And also he got to take some accountability though. Like, I don't want him to just come out and be like, oh yeah, I'm the villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it ain't that. Like, you put yourself in a certain light, or you made people look at you a certain way. Like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So two things can be true. You put yourself in a certain light, or make people look at you a certain way, but also you just probably just don't give a flying F. You know what I'm saying? So I think two things is true. Hold on real quick, Jordan.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and what I mean by that is like, you can't be a young nigga, and granted, you probably come from nothing, right? You probably was making money at Murray State in college. Low was good. You probably making money at Murray State in college. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing like touching NBA millions, right? So when you touch the millions, it's all about women, strip club, bottles. I'm just being real, drugs, etc. Right? So if y'all remember, Ja Morant 2-3 years ago was going live on Instagram, chugging down bottles. Like, he was in the strip club, smacking ass, throwing money. Like, he was in the car with a gun, He was doing all that. He was punching little kids on basketball. Like, he was doing all that shit. Like, so all these things came out in the news about Ja Morant, and now we fast forward to April 3rd, 2025. Obviously, that was yesterday. He want to say he embracing the villain role. Like, nigga, you made yourself like this. Like, you put yourself in this light. I'm just being real. So that's my quick little 1-2 on it. I know Jordan about to say something. Put my headphones on.
Yeah. Good morning. Who cares enough about Ja Morant for him to be a villain? Like, realistically, if Silver don't give him a game, it would be kind of surprising, just because he warned them. I don't think it was worth the warning, like the little celebration shit. But if you're gonna warn him and then you don't at least suspend him or give him a heavy fine, you just, you're gonna look like a bitch for real. So I think Silver will do something. If not, then the warning was just because you didn't think he was gonna do this shit again, and he called your bluff. So I don't really care that much about it, but Silver does. So you got to pretend he actually cares and follow through.
Yep. Anybody else? Shaggy, I see Shaggy comment in the chat. Shaggy said, I will teach him a lesson. Stern would have shipped him out. Word to Bethany. Braun did as well. Ja don't care about allegations. Braun did what? Braun talking about Braun made himself a villain? Not bro. Braun made a decision as a grown man to leave one team and go to another on national television, and he cleared up why he did it on the national television route. He wanted the college type of fail, also the charity, etc. And the niggas just hated LeBron that next year just because. Every single team we played against booed us for no reason. Like literally booed us for literally no reason because we had Wade
For
LeBron.
no reason.
Because we had Wade LeBron and Bosh. You cannot boo a nigga because he chose to go somewhere. Who are y'all to tell him, oh, you can't go to the Heat and team up with Wade and Bosh? As a free agent. He didn't say, oh yeah, trade me to the Heat. He ain't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I
mean, KD left as a free agent. Niggas still hate him, nigga. What the fuck?
Stop what you doing. Stop what you doing, gang. Stop what you doing, gang.
I'm just saying, don't pull it as a free agent card. As a free agent, don't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, KD. That's why. Again, I'm not mad what KD did because he's a grown man. He can do what he wants. He did it for the basketball sake. But you cannot do that to a team that is 73-9 and that you just lost to, and then you chose. Well, I can't say you can't do it.
I was just about to say your same logic, nigga. Who the fuck are you?
I can go form a big fuck out my face with that.
I can't say you can't do it. My bad. But
exactly your same logic. You just applied the other way, nigga. Who the fuck are you to tell that man he can't go where he want to go?
You can do whatever you want.
Both of them was pussy before highlight put that off. They're both was pussy moves.
You can do whatever you want. Both are. I was about to say both artists. Both athletes can do whatever they want. But at the end of the day, what comes, all of the stuff that comes with it is part and parcel of the game. So, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So them boos Bron got, nigga, you gotta take that on the chin.
But that was water off a duck's back. But we know that other guy he weren't happy, bro. He wanted to be loved.
I mean, the other guy just a little bit more sensitive, bro. I don't know you feel me? But it is what it is. But I'm just saying though, like either both sides, you can't pick and choose. This was the F though. The reason I brought it up in the first place. You can't pick it. You can't say one nigga just he could do whatever the fuck he want. Fuck what people think. Who are you to decide where that man could go on his free agency? And then not apply that to the other end.
Yeah.
And
we know that KD shit.
To the John Moran shit though, Ev, I think it was kind of weird that the NBA gave him a warning when niggas literally do that celebration through all 82.
That's where I'm at with it.
Because it's like y'all targeting Josh specifically because of his history. Everybody does that fucking celebration.
No, T. It wasn't. He didn't shoot a free and then scored and then did that. He was just doing it, bro.
Nigga, Buddy did it first, so he did it back. What the fuck?
Bro, Buddy didn't do that, bro. I need y'all to stop saying that.
He literally did, bro.
So the NBA is trying to make an example out of him, though.
Yeah. You guys are acting like that.
I don't, because I was just thinking about it. He's been doing it all year, right? And if it was a big issue, they probably should have said something when he started doing it all year. So it's like you wait till game 70 something to start like enforcing shit. I mean, I don't know. I might be a little bit.
Nah, the NBA is definitely blowing this out of proportion, bro.
Yeah.
The only reason why they blowing is because of Draymond.
Because of Draymond. If Draymond didn't do that, it probably would have got good.
It's funny now because it's like now that Draymond did that, now that we're talking about it, it's like now I notice how much literally everybody does it now. Like it's actually crazy. I was like, you know, when he was like, oh, everybody does it, I was like, I haven't seen that celebration much, but it's like literally, you know.
Bro, Draymond, bro, y'all gotta, first of all, Draymond, what's it called?
I don't think
when Ja did it, when Draymond pointed out that Ja did it, bro, it's because Ja did it for no fucking reason. It wasn't no Sally.
Yeah,
it was no Sally when Ja did it. It was literally just him aiming guns at the bench. Like it was literally, it wasn't nothing to celebrate, gang. Like
okay,
it was
established. Let me ask this question: is it doing wrong if everybody does it and nobody's saying anything about anybody doing it?
But bro, personally, if it's
did they ever ban that celebration?
If it's a Sally, cool, whatever. Yeah. if he had hit a 3, then hit that motherfucker. Fuck it. You feel me?
Okay,
Jay, he didn't do it for no reason. Jay,
no, because if it's
he
not
didn't do it for no reason. It wasn't
no, he did not.
nigga.
Buddy did it first.
No,
Yeah, but
no, he didn't, bro. But listen,
Yes,
though,
he
I'm
did,
talking about,
bro.
Bro, y'all have to see the clip. Yes, he did.
Bro,
Buddy did it first.
Bro, I seen the clip. I seen the picture. I seen every fucking angle, bro. I know what you're talking about. But listen though, if it's a celly, cool. Whatever you want to call it, cool. Whatever, fine. This nigga, he had no fucking reason to celebrate. He just turned around and did the shit.
So
I don't got the clip, Shaggy. I should have sent it to my DM.
Because my thing is like,
Jordan, did Buddy hit the 3 and then do that, or he was randomly?
Buddy did, bro. Buddy did the ice in his veins, John, after he hit the free throw, because the free throw was because I think somebody it wasn't Buddy, but somebody hit a clutch free throw, and he was on the sideline.
Buddy was on the bench when he did it, bro.
Yeah, he was on the bench, but he was on the sideline, bro.
Yeah, I think either way, like, so you're telling me
you can't pick and choose when to enforce it, and that's my biggest thing.
Bro,
so basically, are you telling me the reason why it's a warning now is because it was on the sideline in a dead ball era and not while you make a shot? It sounds kind of petty to me. I'm not going.
Nah. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the way he did it, bro. Come on, man. He's not even
like, that's bullshit. Don't pick and choose, because niggas been doing that celebration all fucking year.
Why can't you understand?
Bruh, you said, wait, hold on. T, say that again. Niggas been doing that. What?
Celebration all year.
Now, was Josh celebrating?
Nigga, he was mad. Fuck it.
Now you're doing
So,
And Lose, what about the niggas on the bench who do it for no reason? Because I watch the Pacers.
They're celebrating, nigga. The nigga was celebrating.
So
niggas ain't on the bench doing it for no. They doing it after threes. They doing it after a big shot. Something they celebrating something. Nigga, that's not a. John didn't celebrate nothing, bro. He just did it for to do it.
So what you're telling me, I'm going to say it again. So you getting a warning for doing it in a non-celebratory situation? That's it, really? You just, like, if you do it in a situation when you're not celebrating, they're just gonna they're gonna come down with punishment. And if you're doing it while you're celebrating,
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. I think he gotta do something because he already gave him the warning now. Like, so it's like if he, I think I'm with Jordan. I'm with Jordan on that when he said, like, if he don't do nothing, then it looks like, okay, he just gave me a warning. He said, fuck you, like, you're not gonna do shit about it.
It's like you trying. It's like you trying me at this point. No, I get it. It's like, hold up, I told you something, and you did it just because.
Yeah, like that point, it looked crazy. Like, so he probably is gonna get suspended or something. But
I'm with activists, if they gonna be that, just ban the fucking celebration.
No, I think it'll probably be a fine.
It's not coming because of the celly. The suspension is gonna come because he dropped his nuts, because he dragging his nuts on the fucking commissioner. That's why he's gonna get suspended. He's not gonna get suspended.
I think it's probably gonna be a fine. It's probably gonna be. I don't.
And I'm saying, if he gets suspended or whatever punishment he gonna face is gonna be, he gonna get it because he dragged his nuts on the commissioner, bro. It's not because of the celly.
Yeah.
Or it's because the nigga gave you a warning and then you went out the next day and specifically went to do what he told you don't do.
That's crazy. You niggas are the wrong niggas talking about anybody getting suspended. Where y'all employed Draymond Green. Fuck.
Nigga, he's been suspended multiple times.
Yeah, he should have been suspended more than multiple times. Nigga, I'm trying to hit y'all, bro. This shit is lame.
Literally,
the fact that niggas talking about this shit again is lame.
Draymond literally got suspended for like 25 games last year.
His punishment got worse every time because he kept doing what he was doing. Like, what do you?
You talking like Draymond be getting away with shit? He take his punishment on the chin.
He definitely.
We moving the combo now. We moving the combo now, bro. Like,
but hold on. Can I ask Jordan Wilson this one question? Hey, you got a problem with Pies doing it or not?
What do you mean? Do I have a no? I don't know if you were in here.
Yes or no?
Hold on. You weren't in here earlier.
Yes,
I was saying
no.
I don't.
I'm at work. I ain't got time for this.
No, I said I don't like. Listen, I said I don't like that the NBA is making.
That ain't what I asked you. Do you have an issue with Pies doing it? Yes or no?
No, I don't have an issue with anybody.
Then shut the fuck up about Ja Morant, then, dude.
It's different.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't give a fuck. No, the celebration is a celebration. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Why would you celebrating going down six?
This is how I know you weren't.
How you gonna critique this one nigga and not critique everybody else?
Miles, this is how I know you weren't listening.
Bro, this shit is not the same.
Listen.
He's been doing the figure gun shit all year. He's been doing.
I don't have no celebration, bro.
Just randomly
doing it. Is fine to me.
Hold up, Miles. This is how I know you weren't listening.
I'm not gonna lie, it is a wild celly just rate lay. That's a wild celly, bro.
The whole
shooting.
NBA
That's
been doing
cool.
it.
Nah,
No,
but
that's cool. That is a
Austin
wild,
niggas
and
Reeves
I
doing
do
don't
that
it.
really
stuff
care
ain't
that
Westbrook
nothing
do
much.
it.
cool, bro. Like
Dyson Daniels do
everybody
it.
doing that selfie.
Desmond
I'm not
Bain
Yeah,
doing
do
that's
it.
a
that.
no,
Everybody do
no.
it.
I'm not talking about the. You talking about the Josh shit?
Yeah,
Oh, nah, it's the Josh shit. When the whole NBA
this
do it.
is because he randomly did it.
So Miles, you weren't listening because I was literally on closer to your side when I was like, I don't like how the NBA is kind of just making an example because they didn't do anything about this earlier in the year. So now it's like, all right, so when are we punishing things? Are we doing it when it's a dead ball? Are we doing it like,
No, they're doing it when it's John Morant, bro, because he has a
yeah,
history.
it's a little
That
bit.
and they're doing it when someone doesn't. And they clearly want to be seen doing it. That's the other thing. Like he walking around parading around the court doing that shit. Like he want niggas to see that shit.
Did y'all see the clip that Lolo just pointed? That nigga Dyson Daniels had a whole switch and Uzi the bitch down. I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I just
Was
don't
that
care when
after he
dudes
made a
pick and
shot?
choose. I really don't care high life.
It
My
was.
thing is,
So
my
then
thing
Bro,
niggas
is this
y'all,
niggas
how
bro,
saying
why
he's
do you,
irrelevant.
bro? Hold
Niggas
on,
saying
T.
he's
Why do
irrelevant.
you keep saying you
Okay,
don't
he
care?
just
Like you
got
don't, like
fined.
you're
He
too
just got
smart.
fined. Cool. He got fined, y'all.
You
There we go. No
like
suspension.
you
He
way
got
too
fined.
smart, T. Keep
He
trying to
got
say
I
you
don't
don't
fined.
care.
like the
Like they
picking
ain't
and
clearly
choosing shit,
a
Lo.
contact
Right on
Oh
person.
no,
time,
Like you
y'all.
don't
He got
75
understand
fined. He
when
green.
got
certain shit is
fined.
acceptable and certain shit
75
Okay.
isn't.
Okay. He got fined. He
Shooting
got
a
you
gun at
fined. He
me,
got
shooting a
fined.
gun at me on the sideline
He
versus
got
shooting a gun at me
fined.
after
He
you hit a
got
three is two
fined.
different contexts, bro.
He got fined. He got fined. He got fined, y'all. Y'all
Nigga,
repeat.
if
Y'all
you
gonna
brought that
repeat y'all.
up, you
Y'all gonna repeat yourself. Okay, he didn't do it in the celebration thing. Then T like I don't care. Then look like why you like you don't.
bro,
Nigga,
like
I don't get,
God,
nigga, fuck Ja. We can talk about the Warriors and Lakers, nigga. What the fuck you think I want
Like,
to talk
come
about
on,
Ja for?
come on, bro.
But
Like,
bro,
niggas
God,
it's pretty damn
niggas
simple,
okay,
being
bro.
bro.
Only
sensitive,
one
bro.
nigga was on live with actual guns, my nigga. God damn, this shit not hard to
Mm-hmm.
understand, bro.
Like,
God damn, bro. Like either y'all being dense on purpose or y'all
You're
just
being
really
this
love
on
this nigga.
purpose. Who gives a fuck? That
Nigga
shit
had
was
a
a long
legal
time
firearm.
You
ago.
I
obviously
promise you, I
give a
don't care
fuck,
about that,
nigga. You
Byron.
brought up nigga personal life to defend him. You care too much, my nigga. The fuck?
Man, y'all care. The fact that you're giving think pieces about finger guns is dumb. Shit
I'm
you
not
do
even
with
doing
your
it. I'm
hands.
not even doing a think
I'm not
piece.
talking about you, Byron. I'm not talking about you, Byron. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
this
about you,
and
Byron. I'm not talking about you,
should.
Byron.
Yeah, but it shouldn't
And
even be a
Rose is
think piece,
fine.
bro.
Rose is fine.
It shouldn't even
75K.
75K. It shouldn't even be a think piece. It's real simple to understand, bro.
75K.
And the
I mean,
defending it is just you just being. I don't want to say it, but yeah,
But that
I
75K is literally just because he dragged his nuts, bro. Like if he didn't do it last night, I don't think he'd have got fined.
Well, duh, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like, come
no,
on, like
I
we
mean,
could all move on with our day, bro. What's on the slate, Ev?
yeah.
Y'all niggas is burnt, bro.
There's only a couple burnt dudes.
Uh,
Come on, man.
um, yeah, I was just reading the top headline. Like, damn. Luca took blame for last night's loss. Said it was unacceptable. Giannis is the first NBA player to have 35,
That shit
17,
was
and 35,
crazy.
17, and 20 in a game. Obviously, and had an ankle injury scare that dealt with the Nets coach. Came back into the game, still had a good game. Butler got hurt his arm yesterday. Still returned to the game, but he's iffy for tonight. If I had to assume, I think he will still play tonight. Z5, shout out, dog. No funny. Shout out to
Bob
Bud,
Carrington.
man.
Shout out Bob Carrington, man.
I'm rocking with the Wizards heavy next year. I don't care what nobody say. Like I'm rocking with the Wizards heavy next year. Whoever they draft, I don't even care. We're gonna go ahead and get into also there's some hope around Damian Lillard. There's some hope around Damian Lillard to return for the postseason, by the way, as well. They say he's gonna try to return to practice in like 10 or 14 days or something like that. The Shams has said. Yeah, Jade, I'm rocking with the Wizards. What's wrong with that? You need to don't question nobody but yourself. You rock with OKC and the Warriors. How the hell you do that? Is that even law? How can you cheer for the Warriors and OKC? Yes, I'm Miles. If I'm lying, I'm lying. She cheered for the Warriors and OKC. You can't do that. That's like low cheering for the Warriors and Lakers. Like, how can you do that? The Warriors and Clippers. How can you do that? The Warriors and Nuggets. How can you do that? You can't do that, gang. Like, I'm putting you on the spot, gang. You can't do that. You are a Warrior, bro. You cheer for the Warriors. Stop what you're doing. You cheer for the Warriors. It's not just no Steph thing with you. You cheer for the Warriors. Come on now. It's the same thing. Low be doing that low key though.
No, I don't. I cheer
That,
for SGA only, and I
guys
cheer
wanna
for
be
good
guys wanna
hoops.
be
That's the
player
same
fans,
shit
but
Jada just
I've
said. I'm a
never
Steph
cheered for a
fan.
nigga
I
on
don't want to I don't
OKC
want to
team
cheer
not
for the
named
OG, bro.
SGA. Damn sure not no nigga named J-Dub. Damn sure not no nigga named Chet. He cool though.
Ted,
I don't hate Chet. You just ain't, you feel me?
Ted,
Ain't one of
it's
my
if you
guys.
know type of thing. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, Brian. That's a fact. And I rock with Jada the long way. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. It's a fact, gang. Beginning of the year, when the Warriors was stinking up the joint, she said I didn't have a team to root for. She started rocking with OKC heavy. Actually, I think this was happening last year. She started rocking with OKC heavy, and she's with them for the rest of the playoffs. They lost to the Mavericks. She was sick. This literally happened last season. If I'm lying, I'm lying.
What?
Coming into this year now, she's still OKC and / Warriors because of SGA. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh nah.
I'm gonna let y'all know what happened, and she
Oh,
can't even say I'm
nah.
bluffing. She picked She picked OKC as her second mob to root for last postseason. Tell me I'm lying, Jada. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Nasty.
Cool.
Tell me I'm lying.
People don't even have to be player fans no more. Shit's crazy.
I'm cool.
See? Okay then. I don't be lying. Yeah, the Golden State Thunder, man. That shit crazy, Jade. I can't respect the game. Hold on, she coming to the stage. Hold on. Hold on. Jada, what's up,
Niggas
bro?
try to police your fandom, bro. I can like Steph and I can like Shay.
So you rock with the Warriors at OKC this postseason?
Dude, you was a Suns and a
Steph
Mavs fan.
Steph first.
Steph
If they're not
first.
playing the Thunder, then yeah. So
Even-
basically, if the Thunder not playing the Warriors, we good.
Even if she loses, she wins. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Must be
respect.
nice.
I respect it.
Must be nice, man.
But that shows y'all something. I don't be lying. Listen, that's why y'all like no take this, no take that, bro. I remember everything that go on in here, bro. I be remember everything that go on in here, bro.
Are you Laker fans humble?
Oh my
Yo,
God.
Mookie, hold on, Mookie. Oh, no, hold on. Yo. It's too early. It's too-
8 minutes.
Hold on. Yo. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
No, we're good.
Hold on. Mookie.
I'm not getting my energy today, bro.
What's good with you, Mookie? By the way, Brody.
What up, gang?
I never, not never, but I haven't seen you in here within the first hour. This
Ever.
is which I don't mind. I'm glad you're here. This is serious mode though. Like this is serious for like an hour or two, and you know what I'm saying. We can get into all that Lakers and Warriors stuff. You can say whatever the hell you want, but just let me just get through this slate. We got like 5 games ahead of that. Yeah, like 5 games, and then you can go ahead and say whatever you want real quick, gang. But I know you come with a lot of, you know what I'm saying, which is cool. I rock with you. You got a great community. You got a great platform. Keep doing your thing.
No, but I'm serious though. I was asking.
No, yeah, I know you're serious, but that's gonna take us to something that we just not there yet. We almost there. We gotta start off with highlighting Bub Carrington and the Washington Wizards. They took a defeat last night to the Magic, or took a loss last night to the Magic. We got Z from up here. Like I'm sort of kind of chiming on his box score a little bit, or even chiming on the game a little bit. But the Magic got the win 109. Oh, can somebody? Is that Z Farm that did that?
What? Who there?
Okay. Okay. No, somebody was like, "Oh, I don't know what that was." Okay.
No, I just came on mute. Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good
Morning,
afternoon.
brother. Hey, T was here at 8 a.m. though. We gonna get to that in a second though. We gonna.
I was here at 8 a.m. yesterday.
Hey, T was like T here at 8 a.m. gang.
Man didn't even wipe the sleep out of his eye, bro.
Oh no, I did that highlight. I brushed my teeth, wiped the Hey, highlight. I had Chick-fil-A breakfast on y'all Laker fan dimes too. So
Hey, bro, I'm dead, bro.
I'm not here and
I got a full breakfast in.
No, funny. Warrior supporters are fans, whatever. Good win last night. I promise you, no funny. It was really a good win. We're gonna get to that in a second. Last night, Bub Carrington had a really good game for the Washington Wizards. Knocked down a lot of threes. 7 for 10 from 3, 12 for 18 from the field with 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. This was a career high for him, right, Z-Farm?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Did you just want to highlight him up, or did you one also? You think AJ Johnson, the point guard? I mentioned that too yesterday. You think AJ Johnson can be the actual point guard?
He could be a backup point guard. I don't think he'll be a starting piece for this team. But
you like him over Bub?
I think Bub's more of a 2 on this team, in my opinion. But
okay.
We'll see how they figure it out. But yeah, shout out to Bub Carrington. 32, 7, and 9, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. The first rookie to put up that statistical category, those statistics, since Stephen Curry. Very elite company, and as well with elite company, the first first rookie in general to put up, let me see, because this is a very exclusive list as well. Only Luka Doncic and Kobe Bryant.
Steph did that as a rookie, okay?
Yeah.
He told me he didn't get good until 2015.
Players with 250 assists and 100 3-pointers made before turning 20, Kobe Bryant, Luka Doncic, Bob Carrington. He's been exclusive company a lot this year. He's done a lot of things that rookies haven't done this year. I expect him at least to be second team because he doesn't have the averages to be a first team caliber player, but he's damn sure a second team player in my opinion. The way Bub's been playing this year and the way I think he will play the last 5 games of the year. Again, I'm not really going to talk about the game because I don't need to. We lost. It's that simple. We're doing our job. We're handling our business. We're waiting for next year to start looking to win games. But I do want to say this one more time. Just one more time. All you dumb, and I'm going to be very, all you dumbasses that say, "Oh, it's the Wizards. Oh, the Wizards. Oh my God, they got Kyle Kuzma. Oh, but you guys paid Bradley Beal. That shit dead. You can't say that shit no more. It's over with. You're gonna say, damn, that's the Wizards. We got beat. Swipe already said it twice. Swipe are the first man to know. I can't wait for next year, man. It's gonna be beautiful. You get Bub Carrington, you get Keyshawn George, you get Alex Sarr year 2, you get Bilal Coulibaly to hopefully take that step to the player he can be on both sides of the ball. And then you get a Flag, you get a Harper. Hopefully that's the 2 you stop at. But, if God forbid you fall out of the top 2, you get Ace Bailey, something like that. We'll see. But, yeah, this team, the young players, I'm just happy they've finally taken the right steps in the right direction. For the first time as a fan, after watching the failed 3 that they had with Kuzma, KP, and Beal, not even making the play-in because of a coach that was just god-awful, probably the worst head coach, even worse than Steven Silas was in the National Basketball Association at the time. It's beautiful to watch. So I'm just happy. And everybody that's not on the bandwagon now, that wants to be, I'm giving y'all till the draft. I'm giving y'all till the draft lottery.
Come on. Come on, Shaggy.
If this pick is 1 or 2, I'm cutting y'all off. Don't say, oh, well, shout out to the Wizards, shout out to my guys. No, they're not your guys. They're not your guys. They're my guys. They're Ev's guys. We're on the train together. You know what I'm saying? This is
I'll join that train. Shout out to Z Farm. He just welcomed me, man. I'm rocking with the Wizards a long way next year. Facts.
So
and me and Z
with
Farm
DC.
going to a game together next year. Facts.
We'll see. Yeah,
and me and Z Farm. I promise y'all, on me, you're going to see me take a picture with Z Farm next year at a Wizards game. And I'm going to put it at the fact that profile pic on playback. Watch. Jay, that's my city. It's literally my city.
Still corny.
Don't let them get flagged. I'll be there open tonight. I'll be there open tonight. I'll be there open for the first time ever. I'll be there open tonight. Do not let them get flagged. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, shout out to us, man. Bub Carrington, just a good performance. A Baltimore kid, man. Who's got it better than these DMV ball players, man? Who's got it better? Who's got it better than these DMV ball players, man? Derek Queen, Bub Carrington. Shit, we got Kevin Durant somewhere in the DMV. We got Carmelo. Who got it better? Nobody. You can't say it.
That's crazy.
Shout out to us, man. Best hoopers in the world, best athletes in the world. You already know where it is.
DMV ain't nothing better than being in front of DMV. Sports wise, fashion wise, women wise. I can continue on.
Keep going.
Oh my! Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Slang wise.
Ain't nothing better than wise, man. Please,
slang wise. Taking niggas women wise, I can continue taking niggas women wise,
Bro, I thought you was a Baltimore nigga.
I'm not a Baltimore nigga. I'm from Maryland, gang. I'm from Maryland.
I thought you was a Baltimore nigga.
No, I just love the Ravens because I went to Johns Hopkins Hospital. That's the only reason why I love the Ravens, bro. And every time I went to the hospital, I saw the Ravens stadium on the left, and that's how I became a Ravens fan.
You went there because you're a fan because you went to a hospital.
No, bro. Fun fact. Not getting sentimental. I'm perfectly fine now. 20 plus years remission. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. I went to Johns Hopkins Hospital like age 2 through 4 or something like that. Wow. Every time I went to the hospital, because I had to be there a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with cancer, so I pretty much stayed there over a long time.
God bless.
The Ravens stadium was always on the left, so that's how I became a Ravens fan. Fun fact. So I rock with my mom. That's when Jamal Lewis, Ray Lewis, and all the guys, and Kyle Bowler, and all. I had to deal with a lot of bull crap, but we made it through. You know what I'm saying? So, thank God, man. I'm a cancer survivor. Thank God. For those that did not know that, y'all probably didn't even know that. Yeah,
God bless, brother.
Facts. That's the story. That is definitely the story. 2 times.
Yeah, bless, man.
Yeah, man. So next year, Mookie, you saying this now, but next year the Wizards coming, bro. The Wizards coming. I don't need to put in my bio. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor, bro. I just thank God for that. I don't think I need to put that.
Y'all better hope y'all get Cooper Flag.
Not y'all. Z Farm. He says Z Farm.
Nah, he coming to Chicago.
Yeah. I don't need to hope.
Chicago.
If y'all don't,
why you want Cooper Flag in Chicago?
You see my tweets. I've been campaigning.
Man, they want to go to some big market town, big market city.
We about to have Flag, Giddy, Kobe White, and Mataz Buzelis. That's gonna be the
and do what?
Ew. Ew.
Gonna turn the league upside down.
You're gonna need AJ for that shit.
Jada, I'm not really rocking with the. I'm just rooting for the Wizards to do good. Like I'm not no Wizards. Like I'm saying, I'm rooting for them to Wizards because I want Z Farm deserve this because Byron used to bash Z Farm. A lot of people used to bash my dog Z Farm when he was coming here talking about the Wizards over the last 365 days. And now when that turner, y'all don't see it turning yet. Y'all don't see it turning yet, but it's about to turn. I'm telling y'all that this y'all see 17 and 60. Y'all see 17 and 60 right now. Watch what you see next year. Just watch. Watch what you see next year. Watch what you see the year after that. The year after that, like Z Farm said a couple weeks ago, they coming. Next game, 20 and 62. Yeah, the joke's gonna be on y'all. I'm telling you, the joke's gonna be on y'all. Watch. Next game, and everybody that put the emoji and all that. Thank y'all. Next game, Giannis. I'm not harping on this game. Not dragging it out or anything like that. Bucks were down 14 at the first. Came back in the second period. Outscored them 36-20. Not only did they do that, outscored them 35-28 in the third quarter. And pretty much outscored him in every quarter from there on down. Giannis had a game that we just never seen before, and it was good to have good for me personally see Giannis have a game like this. And on top of that, only missing one free throw. You know what I'm saying? I like looking at the box score and I only see Giannis miss one free throw. On top of a game like that, with plus 23, had 35, 17, and 20 assists. Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever, had 20 assists. Like I it's like people we realize stats like this or we see stats like this and we just be bypassing. All I got is Giannis. Like no, we need to stop right there real quick. And Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nah.
How you say Giannis' name, Mo?
Antetokounmpo.
It's
Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. Let me hear Shaggy say it.
You
Let me hear
like
Shaggy say it. Where's Shaggy at?
Boy, that Shaggy will butcher that thing so bad.
It's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. There we go. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
It's
Giannis. I'm not even trolling. Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis. Just Giannis.
Ain't nothing better than being from the DMV.
Shaggy, go ahead, bro.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not you, bro. I know how to talk, bro. Like, what do you think I am?
Because I never said Giannis' last name before. I never said his last name. Giannis Antetokounmpo. There you go. I just said it. There we go.
No, you didn't.
That was it. Stop. That was it.
It wasn't. You said Tucker.
But I said it. I'm not
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes, Antetokounmpo.
I hate the Greek for doing this to his name, by the way.
But yeah, historic game. I do think we need to stop real quick and not we, but this guy, this can't be walked over. I don't care about the competition. I don't care who they're playing. Giannis at 6'11", 7 foot, whatever the hell he is, going out there and getting 26 on top of that, 17 rebounds on top of that, 35 points on 12 for 19 from the field. Super duper impressive game. Super duper happy to see that performance that he had.
That's history in real time, man.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? And niggas like Byron don't even say nothing about it. It's supposed to be one of his guys. Like Byron, like what's going on, guys?
Wait, what?
I
showed him love on my TL. I said, yeah, champ. All-time player. All-time player had a all-time great stat line, man. Shout out my nigga.
Love that for him.
I've been saying Tatum over Giannis now, Byron. How do you feel about that? That's a real thing. That's something that's
and I've been laughing every time I seen it, bro. I ain't gonna hold it. Laughing every time I seen it.
Wait, in what?
Basketball. What you mean?
He's a better basketball player? Damn.
That's what they saying on Twitter.
What about you? What are you saying?
They also say he was better than D Wade too. So I mean, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. This year is an argument, bro. This year's an argument, bro.
Yeah, better Mike, please.
Well, they say Giannis better than D Wade. I mean, they say Tatum better than D Wade.
They did say that, though.
Yeah. See, now niggas lie.
My God.
Oh, he's talking about Giannis or Tatum?
Say Tatum. They did a Tatum versus D Wade thing a few days ago.
Oh no!
It's all fun and games, so they start saying that K word in a couple years.
But that guy has never got it out of my mind. I'm tired of this silver spoon.
His name is sacred on here, Jordan.
I'm not gonna lie. This year,
Let him get one. Let him get one more chip in, like an MVP or some shit.
Giannis put himself in top 10 talks.
There's 3 names that's forever sacred on every app.
Giannis put himself in on
You talking
what?
about all time?
Yeah,
Yep.
facts.
Huh?
What, nigga?
And it's not 10 players better than him all time. It's
Huh?
Yes,
not.
they
You just
are.
gotta
What the
start. Just
fuck?
gotta start accepting it.
Then who? Giannis?
Nigga, there's 20 players better than nigga all time, bro.
Nah, it's not.
Oh, this shaping up to be the best Friday in there
So you
in a
got
long
Giannis and
time,
Jokic.
bro.
You got I don't do the all time stuff,
I
but you
see
got
where this
Giannis
is
and
going.
Jokic in your all time.
I
Giannis and
got
Jokic in your all time.
well, out of current players, I got Giannis, Curry, and Joker in my top 10 all time.
And Bron.
Oh yeah, this nigga's
Yeah, and
trolling.
Braun and KD.
Damn.
Okay, cool. All right.
You go
Okay,
everyone.
Yeah, let's
I
move
see
on,
what's
bro.
going
This nigga
on.
on no ball,
He
bro.
just not rating them
Yeah.
old niggas
I ain't
highly.
gonna lie, y'all just threw that KD
Nah, I ain't
name
gonna
in
lie.
there,
I
bro.
want to
That's
hear the other
crazy.
five. Who the other five?
Nah, we need to hit a full 10 in order.
We do need to hear. If you gave us 5, you might as well give us 5 more. Honestly. Who the last 5, Mike?
Oh,
Mike?
y'all want to see the full 10?
No,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
give us the last
give us the
5.
full 10, bro.
Oh, the full 10 is hold on. Yeah, I got that shit.
So LeBron, Giannis, Curry, KD,
Yeah,
Jokic, and who the
Jordan,
next?
Braun, Kobe, KD, Magic, Hakeem, Duncan, Joker, Giannis, and Curry.
Shaq.
So I got Shaq 12, 11.
All right.
Larry.
Wait.
Why do niggas put Larry?
Wait. How
Why do
13.
you
niggas put
got
Larry over Magic, bro?
How you
Magic
got
over Larry.
Giannis but not Shaq?
Because Giannis better than Shaq.
I'm out.
All right.
I'm
All
out, bro.
right. So
Now
Minnesota and Brooklyn.
we on to the third
Friday
game.
again. Saturday,
One,
Sunday.
everybody that's in here greatly appreciate it. Also, show the ones that are on the ones that are on YouTube too. Y'all, couple of folks, thank y'all too. The main platform today is playback. Fridays are always playback, but I will be live on YouTube as well on Fridays going forward. If you are in here, you're not subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube. I would love for y'all to help a brother out and subscribe to Fact and Stats on YouTube. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. Click that link right there in the chat and hit that subscribe button. We'll greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are not a subscriber to Fact and Stats family on Playback, I would love for you all to become a subscriber as well. We got to click the Fact and Stats page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and just hit subscribe. I'm at 46 out of 50 subscribers, 4 more away. If anybody wants to extend your support for the platform. Third game last night, quick, nothing long. Minnesota got the win over the Nets, 105-90, and had 28 points, was super efficient from the field or in the game period. Rudy had 21 and 18, was super efficient as well. And then Nas Reed and returned from his suspension, had 13 points on the bench. And Nikhil also came in with 13 points off the bench as well. So that's pretty much that for the Nets. Nothing really to highlight. They know what they want to do. So yeah.
Shout out to Ant because he got hurt.
Facts and came back.
Hey,
yo, big bro.
So listen to this, right? This one got nothing to do with the game, by the way. I don't think this game really need much conversation. So BJ bet me last night. His 20 to my 10 on that Lakers Warriors game, right? So I requested the 20, and he told me bet back. That don't make no sense, right? How the fuck are you gonna bet back a 20 to 10? I mean, is that 40? So that if I win, does that mean I get 40 and if he wins, I don't owe him nothing? Like is that how that works?
So if he wins on a bet back, he don't get nothing. Yeah, he don't get nothing. It's a 40 to 10.
So it's 40 to nothing.
It'll be another 20 to 10 bet. It's just that simple. So he's basically betting back for his 20, and if he wins, he don't get nothing, but he don't lose nothing. If y'all doing the 20 to 10 bet back again.
That's what I'm saying. So okay, so that's 40. So that's 40 or nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him. So is that 40 or nothing?
Next we had the Heat versus the Grizzlies. This is a game that I watched from start to finish. That I actually did for the most part enjoy. My team obviously took a L, 108 to 110, but I still enjoyed good basketball from my guys personally. Particularly Bam Adebayo to start the game off in the first half. I want to say he was really, really good for us in the first half, and then in the second half, our other all-star was really, really, really good in the second half. And that's Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero last night had 35 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Was 12 for 23 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, and 7 for 7 from the foul line. He wasn't that good in the first half. I mean, he was doing some uncharacteristic type of things. Or some probably say that's probably him, but missing layups, taking bad shots, trying to foul bait, turn the ball over, things like that. That's what we saw from him in the first half. While Bam was really good in the first, wasn't that much so in the second. He missed more shots than he did in the first half. He was 11 for 26 from the field, 2 for 4 from three, and had 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Ware was solid. Ware is going to continue to get better and better and better overall as the game go on, especially next season, and also when he gets a full off season as well to get stronger and get his weight up and things of that nature. He had 13 points, 15 rebounds, knocked down 2 out of 4 threes. Outside of that, honestly, bro, is really like what we saw against Boston to Pele and Kyle Anderson and Burks, etc., having them good games, them role players having them good games. We didn't really see that against Memphis. Like it was Bam Adebayo, it was Tyler Hero, and then it was Weird, and there was a little bit of Davion. And outside of that, that was pretty much not really much strong contributions from other players. So on the Memphis side of things, Ja, and I say his points was gonna be a good bet yesterday. I don't know why I didn't straight bet it, but Ja 30 ball last night, scored in a lot of different ways, getting to the paint, jump shots, 3-point shots, getting to the foul line. He had 30 points, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 11 for 22 from the field. Zach Edey came in with 8 and 13. Jaren was in foul trouble again, but Jaren hit a big three. He hit a big three. So from the corner, that put them up 1 or 2. Can't remember exactly. And then obviously John Morant came back with the game winner. I do want to say in the second period though, I think it was the second quarter. If y'all don't unmute, can y'all mute for me? I think it was the second quarter. Scottie Pippen Jr., bro, like second and third quarter, like he was just making bogus. Like Scottie
Second.
Pippen Jr. So seconds, he was just, to me, he was making bogus. Like I'm not gonna lie, he was just hooping. Let me just say that he was just hooping. He was just having a good game. Came off the bench and gave him 17 points and 7 assists. It looked like a starter out there. Like it didn't look like a drop off when Ja was on the bench to put Scottie Pippen in the game. So I want to give Scottie Pippen Jr. tons of credit. I did not know Miles was up here, so I'm gonna lean to Miles to see if you got anything to say about the game, real quick.
It was a good game. Of course, the Jaren foul shit was still there. Edie has been playing significantly better. The first quarter, the niggas was ass. And in the second quarter, Scottie Pippen Jr. gave the team some energy, picked the shit up, and that's how I guess it fueled the fire with everybody else. Tyler Hero and Ja was going back and forth with each other throughout the second half to the end of the game. Bam started off well. I guess every time Bam see Jaren, he hate him. But because yeah, the last time we played him, Jaren just I forgot how many points Jaren had last game. But him and Bam do this all the time, where they just one play better than the other, and then the other one takes it better than the other player. But Ja was bad in the first quarter. Um, After the first finger gun incident, he was like 1 for 3 or whatever from the field. Only had like 3 points in the first half, and then I want to say he was like 10 to 15 in the second half, and just played significantly better. Getting to the paint, getting to attacking the mid range, shooting the three, um, and just playing like himself. There was one play that I liked the most where he drove to the lane, and Zach Edey set this really good Gortat screen to free him up, and he made the layup. So I see the improvement from him, and from Zach Edey with a new voice in their ear when it comes to from the coaching standpoint. But it was a good game, a game we needed, honestly, because I think that win took us from I think 8-6 within the game, and we got Detroit tomorrow, so I think it'll be fine. The Detroit, Charlotte, and then Minnesota after that, so it'll be fine.
All right, thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. And good win last night. I enjoyed the hell out of that game personally. I
Hey,
don't even
they
feel
said they
bad.
said my dog. They said my dog was washed. Yeah, been averaging 30 since March.
Yeah, I personally enjoyed the hell out of that game. So great win. I don't got nothing bad to say. Yeah, we
Shout out
should.
to, oh, I don't think, bro. Shout out to Tyler Hero and Bam, bro. Tyler Hero was hooping.
They he don't get no love
Tyler
in here,
Hero was
bro.
hooping, bro. Tyler
You know,
Hero was Tyler Hero was hooping, bro. 30. What he had? 34, 35.
35 game, but man, he don't get no love. He shouldn't have been an all star. I'm just leave it at that. He
He
shouldn't have
was
been an
he
all
he
star.
was hooping, bro. Honestly,
No,
I
he
think
shouldn't have been
I'll
an all
probably
star.
say he probably ignited that little fire in Ja. Like, yeah, he ain't finna have his white boy just outdo me. So he just turned up from there.
It's not one thing that niggas can say about Tyler Hero from an
He was
offensive
hooping
standpoint
last night, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
outside of his defense. Like offensively, he'll have his moments where he will try to force a shot or two or make a bad pass or whatever the case may be. But a lot of his fortune comes to him to having to know that he has to be the scorer on his team. Like he has to be the guy on the team that gets buckets from the perimeter all around the court because we don't have nobody else that do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're playing without Wiggins. And just point back player, Tyler Hero's the best scorer on the team.
Yeah.
So
Shout
and
out
he's
to the
been that all
pig.
year.
Shout out to the pigeon, man.
John's
Shout
a
out to the
clown for
pig.
saying that. He tried to
Shout
say that
out
in
to the
front of his. He
pigeon.
tried to say that in front of his little leg. No, no, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to him though.
I mean, shout out to the
Shout out to
pigeon, bro.
shout out to him though. Shout out to him though. Oh yeah, good game last night. I should share my entire screen more than versus just sharing the window. But another bypass. Shout out to Shit and Sharp. He's in the midst of playing really good basketball. Shaggy almost made one of the dumbest bets in the world with me about Shaden Sharp this year, but he canceled the bet so fast. Little scary dude. He don't know how good Shaden is. He'll see though. Shaden had 36 points last night, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 14 for 23 from the field. No, that was a this year bet. You canceled that bet for this season. That was a this season bet, dude. This season. Denny Alvin continues to play really good basketball. These are really two good wings to start your little building process around. Denny 26, 15, and 6, Shaden 36, 7, and 5, and then Clingan in the middle with 8 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a steal. So I like what Memphis is doing. I like what Portland is doing. I'm sorry. That was not Shaggy. That was last year, brother. I promise you, it was this season. I like what Portland is doing. 34 wins on the season so far. Definitely eclipsed, but I thought they'll win this year, and I would expect them to try to be in the same ballpark, or will be in the same ballpark, somewhere between like 35 and 40, 41 wins or something like that for next season. So shout out to the Blazers. As far as the Raptors, Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram will be interesting to watch next year, bro. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram will be interesting to watch next year, and I will leave it at that. We're gonna go ahead and take it to the last. Yeah, Scotty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Scotty
AF,
Barnes
peep
and
that.
who?
AF, peep that stat I dropped in the chat too, bro.
You said Scotty Barnes and who?
Brandon Ingram.
Oh, okay.
There have been 194 players to take away 25 shots. Yeah, I peeped this last night. The most efficient guard. He also has more game-winning buzzer beaters than 98.8% of NBA players in NBA history. Damn, no RJ talk. Ain't nothing to say about the Raptors, gang. Like, you know what they ain't nothing to say, man. Terrible organization. Look, when you organization, not saying a terrible organization, but when you organization like this, you just thankful that you won a championship recently. You know what I'm saying? They got their championship within the last 6 seasons or whatever the case may be, thanks to Kawhi Leonard. Because they had some really good regular seasons with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan and things of that nature. But you know, for the Kawhi coming in and they win a championship, they good at this point now. They traded Siakam, they traded OG. And like if they don't get the number 1 pick, like Ted just said, it's be like, oof, like it is what it is. So that's that. Not really much to say there as far as the Toronto Raptors. All I can say is we'll see what Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram look like next year as the quote unquote 2 best players on that team, with even a healthy Emmanuel quickly back, etc. So that's that. We could really set these niggas into the plan. We're gonna go ahead and take it to the last game of the night. Before I know this is a game that a lot of people will want to talk to or talk about. For me, with the Lakers and Warriors game last night. First and foremost, I want to say it looked like it was shaping up to be a good game. Let me say that. It looked like it was shaping up to be a good game. Did I enjoy the game, if you want to be honest? No. Like, I didn't enjoy the game because I felt like, for me, I felt like everything was going the Warriors' way. Like, I mean, we got Draymond Green pulling up, shooting threes. We got B-Pod shooting from half court, shooting contested jump shots, knocking them down. Like, he had like 9 threes last night. Like, everything went through all the loose balls. They got timely out of timely offensive rebounds. Like, it felt like all the offensive rebounds went the Warriors' way. The Lakers defense was piss poor, if you ask me. Like, the defense was just bad. I mean, Luka, and on top of that, Luka was not good yesterday. Like, Luka wasn't good. So, and then on top of that, LeBron was playing passive in the first half. I can count on one hand how many times LeBron James threw an entry pass to Jackson Hayes. Why? I don't know. LeBron James threw an entry pass to Jackson Hayes like 2 or 3 times. And the first time, Hayes was like, okay, let me take the hook shot. The second time, Hayes was like, nigga, why am I getting the ball right here? Okay, fuck it, I got to shoot it anyway. Let me just shoot it. The third time, he tried to do some pass on the stretch of that game. Remember like the last 2-3 minutes, he tried to do a pass to Dorian Finney-Smith when DFS is cutting for the offensive rebound. Like, Bron was doing too much passy. Now, he had his moment in the third quarter, I want to say it was, where he scored like 12 points or something like that. But I think if Bron brought that aggression on top of Luka just not being good overall in the game, it probably would have had a better outcome on top of but it's hard to speak to things like that when you see a guy like this doing what he did. I mean, Brandon Paz having 22 points at halftime is wild, bro. With all due respect, credit to him. He had a good game. I cannot knock it away. I cannot take it away. But Paz had a really good game last night, and I think Curry had a better second half as well. So I think the Warriors were the better defensive team last night. I think the Warriors were the better offensive team last night. And I think the Warriors were the team that just wanted it more personally last night to me. And I just think that Luka did not have a good game. Somebody said in the chat earlier or last night. I don't know what it is. I never seen Luka play basketball like this before. But every time he's more so worried about getting fouls than getting buckets. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. It's like he's shooting for the foul more than he getting buckets. Bro, Luka is slowly but surely turning into Jimmy Butler. Like, I got real PTSD. Like, when you get into that paint and you just do this and this, like, Luka is doing that now. Luka is turning to real Jimmy Butler. Like, I'm not in the granted. Obviously, world's better scorer than Jimmy Butler. But when he gets into the paint, when he gets inside the 3-point line, watch Luka tonight. He gonna do this. He always gonna pump fake first. He don't just shoot the ball first no more. I don't know what it is, bro. So that's one of my issues, bro. Let me look at the box score. Rory was cool. He knocked out a lot of timely threes when needed, in my opinion. He off 3 for 6 on the 3-point line, 24 points.
Boy,
PFS.
You know how to give a good soundbite.
PFS.
They ain't never let you at the end of that.
He couldn't knock nothing down.
Byron. Come on now, he doing his job as a
DFS
host.
He couldn't knock nothing down. He's over 5 from 3. All his shots were open. Literally, all of them was open. So that's what comes with you can't really bank and Gabe. You can't really bank on role players to do what they do on a consistent basis. And I think OG said something like that as well. Like, we to play the Lakers in a series, we living with that. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna go 0 for 5 or 1 for 5 from 3 every game, but they're also not gonna hit 6 or 7 threes every game. So it's really on Luka to be a better offensive player from a scoring standpoint. First time he didn't make a 3 in 2 years. And just he gotta cut out the pump fake first, go score first, like be a killer. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thoughts on the game. I didn't enjoy it too much because it felt like the Warriors had a double-digit lead the whole entire game. Like, literally the whole entire game. It felt like the Warriors had a double-digit lead from like the second quarter on down. So yeah, man, that's my little 1-2. I do want to pass it to the next person. I feel like I wanted to sort of kind of get it going and say a lot of different things. Because I know that's probably my last time talking. Because I know what's probably going to happen. We got Bethany up here. I know a couple other folks are probably going to circle back in here in a little second. But anybody else want to step up to the plate and speak to the game on either side? Oh, and I was serious, by the way, before anybody else. Like, I was serious, by the way. When I saw that Kuminga was ruled in, I'm like, oh, snap. Because he's the guy that play with high energy and effort all the time. Yeah, you hear that? Nah, that's me. That alarm is me. That alarm is me. He ban that page. Hold on, wait. Let me ban that West Offspring page. Hold on. West Offspring page. When I find you getting banned, dude. Somebody ban him. I can't find him. Okay, I found him.
Wait, what do you do? Never mind.
Just acting like he just saying.
I banned him.
You know the thing about it is, my only comment on this. You know what makes these pages so weird? Because this is people that be in here on a regular basis. They be here on a day-to-day basis, and then they come back in here and switch. They make a whole new profile and then mimic or copy everything that we say on a day-to-day basis. Like, I don't understand that. Like, what y'all guys just come in here on y'all regular page. You don't got like Little Handsome. You don't gotta do that. The other page, I can't remember. Y'all don't have to do that. It's something now you understand. What do I know? So y'all being here every day. Like, y'all don't have to do that, bro. Like, Byron George, like, come on, bro. Like, that was 2-3 years ago. Y'all don't gotta do that. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like,
I know you're heated about that little handsome one though, because that's your.
Nah. I don't care. It's really honestly, it's really funny to me. All that stuff is funny to me deep down. But like y'all don't gotta do it though. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't gotta do it. Like I don't know. But it is what it is. Yeah, Mookie, welcome back. We are now here on the Lake and the Warriors game. I know y'all was having a conversation. Bethany, is Bethany up here still? Luca, the traffic cone. Bron FC, cool. I will address you. Yes, let me address you because you said two things to me. Lakers made a terrible decision by trading for someone who's a liability on defense. Okay. Luca is not it. I miss AD. Okay. Luca, the traffic cone. Okay, yes, Luca was not good offensively and or defensively last night. The Warriors definitely made it a point of emphasis to attack Luca in the pick and roll and getting that switch with him on Curry. And Curry got by him a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? One time that Curry foul leg kick three was ridiculous, but Luka did it right back and got it right back. So cool, it canceled out. But yeah, man, Luka wasn't good offensively or defensively yesterday. Bron FC. So if you miss AD, I'm sorry. Your team felt like it was better to trade for Luka Doncic. So hey. I mean,
I can hold you though. Twitter was crazy as hell last night, but it was. Niggas was really making miss you AD posts, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me put one on the screen. This is the funniest one that I saw. No funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the funniest one that I saw. Like this one had me. This one had me crying. You said what, gang?
Is it the one where it says, what's the refund policy?
Yeah. This one had me crying. Like I can't even. This one right here had me crying. He said, "What's the return policy on this?" I'm like, "Go ahead, bro." This one is funny. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This one is funny, and I want these Lakers fans to stay on that side, bro. Stay on that side.
I never seen that.
Stay on that side, bro.
Hey, bro.
Look,
what's the return policy?
We got the most overreactionary fan base in the history of life.
Bro,
Bro, I muted everything. I muted. I had enough after yesterday. It wasn't even Warriors fans. I had enough of y'all, Corey. I'm not gonna lie. I had enough of y'all. I got enough of y'all Laker fans, bro. Like I'm gonna stop saying Laker fan. I'm gonna start saying Bron fan again. But that shit last night was, bro.
Like
I muted Luca. I muted LeBron. I muted Bron. I muted Doncic. I muted Lakers. I muted
Listen, the hate watching here was reaching levels I've never seen before.
But you Laker fans should be worried. Like,
yeah, we're worried.
Talk to me, bro. I agree.
We're worried because Mookie said so.
I already tried to tell y'all yesterday, right? And Tanaz, wherever the baby girl name, Tanez.
Whoa. Hey.
Yes, I try to tell her that you got to worry about Podzetsky, right? Hitting threes, attacking, right? Getting to the second level.
Appreciate that check, man.
When the Warriors was attacking Luka off of switches, I mean that resulted into like what their highest point per possession in the game we ever seen, according to Synergy. And you know what I'm saying? Just the Warriors defensively, I mean, was outstanding, especially in the first half of the game. They switched everything. Draymond Green was everywhere, weak side. I mean, he was switching on the perimeter. He was getting rebounds, disrupting everything in the paint. I mean, you would have thought that the Lakers would just be able to score, expose their will in the paint against a smaller team. But like I said, the Warriors, the way that they run offense, elevator, motion, slice screens on the weak side, DHO with Jimmy and Curry. I mean, they're getting every quality look against their defense because at the end of the day, the Lakers cannot rotate one pass away, especially on the strong side. They're just not good at just being able to funnel help while also recovering well. This team, the Lakers do not want to see the Warriors. That's why LeBron James went on the post game, started complaining, talking about, I got to see this again with Jimmy Butler, comparison with KD. He know how good the Warriors is, and we got to talk about Draymond Green being DPOY, bro.
All right. I mean, you said a lot of good
things. Draymond is actually, he might be the front runner for DPOY right now. I think if I was reading him right on the
he's a minus 320 to win.
Yeah, he's a front runner. He's probably gonna win that bitch, which is crazy because he sort of made like a late season push for it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit should Evan Mobley should get DPOY, bro. Not Draymond
Advocate for
game.
yourself,
No cap.
and no one else will.
That man
Bethany or
Mobley.
anybody else want to step up to the
He
plate?
finessed Mobley up to the award.
Beth, you want to go?
I won't be so loud. You said what, love?
Now I was asking if you wanted to go.
Oh, yeah. I know it was just like one game and everything, and everybody's like, well, it's just one game. But I've been saying since the trade happened that, it's it's like a new slate, like there's no AD there, and you got Jimmy Butler, so let's see, now you got Luca. So let's see, like, what the difference is. And I've been telling y'all, and I know it's one game, but I've been telling y'all that AD has always been the Achilles heel for the Warriors because of his interior presence. And there was one game this season where AD went down, and of course the Lakers still won that game. They still pulled it out, but AD went down in that game, and Kaminga was getting to the rim with ease, to the basket with ease because there was just no interior presence there. There was no interior presence in this game yesterday, and Kaminga, Steph, they was just getting to the rim at ease and at will. And like, I just want us to all be for real when we watch the game and just don't think about, oh well, the size or different things like that. Like the Warriors can match up with this Lakers team, and it's gonna be a really good series if we like go up against each other. But this whole like, oh, we got Luca and LeBron, or we got who gonna stop Austin Reeves, or who gonna da 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 da. Like I've been hearing it and I've been seeing it and I've been peeping it or whatever. But it's like you had all guys from the Warriors who we all been saying if they make their shots, if they're doing what they need to do as far as the role players and the young boys, and Steph doing what he do, and Draymond defensively doing, and Jimmy doing what they need to do, they're gonna make it a good game, and it's just gonna come down to who's gonna come out on top. Like I'm not gonna expect blowouts because it's never been like that. It's always been a competitive game, back and forth. So it's like, but for us to sustain a lead, and we're a team to where we sustain a lead and we make marginal errors, and that's easy access for a team to get back in the game. But for us last night to just continue, y'all make a shot, okay, we're gonna make one too. All right, y'all trying to come back, okay, we just gonna hold off this lead. Y'all want to cut it down to 5, okay, we got y'all too. We're gonna make a 3. We're gonna make a timely 3. Draymond gonna hit a 3 with the clock narrowing down. Steph gonna do what he do. Like it's just timely things, and then it got out to be a last good 5 minutes of the game. But it's like we just hit timely shot, got timely rebounds. Like that Gee is a rebounder, and like a lot of people, you would want to, you would think like, oh, who is that? He is a rebounder. He is a hustler on the boards. So I feel like it don't matter about the size with us. If you hustle and you're out playing each possession, and they can counter that, I feel like it's easy. And that's what happened with us last night is that they were trying to make a run, and it just couldn't happen because we were making timely shots. And I feel like what killed them and what could have made it a better game for the Lakers was they couldn't make a shot in the first like 6 minutes of the game. Like they were just bricking wide open shots. And if it's a playoff matchup series, I don't expect them to like do the same thing. I expect Vincent and I expect those guys to make those open threes that they were missing last game. But you going 1 for 10 or something like that from 3 and not hitting shots in the beginning of the game, that really was crucial against y'all. And then I had a question because I was seeing, or no, I was in Coach's Den, or I was somewhere last night where they were saying how um, that backcourt defense with Austin Reeves and Luca sometimes can be harmful because I think when Vandal was on Steph, he was able to chase him around and make it kind of tougher for him rather than Reeves and Luca. And I was just going to ask Laker fans, do you guys kind of agree with the backcourt defense and think that that will kind of be an issue for you guys moving forward with Austin and with Luca and really the starting lineup not really having any defensive presence within that starting lineup because to start the game they were just getting whatever they wanted, and then when Vandal was in defensively made it kind of tough, and then I think y'all were able to get back in the game a little bit, but with just no defensive presence. And then I didn't understand like Dalton not playing yesterday. Like I didn't understand it. I think Curry like coached a great game. I think um why are y'all going to my tweets? Yeah, ask for a trade. Period. Anyways,
I can answer that question. Um,
I don't watch y'all, Justin. So it's like I was gonna just wonder like why didn't he play for just reasons because I don't watch y'all really play.
I think that the defensive part in the motion is probably why he didn't play. As far as the backcourt, I, I didn't personally think that the defense last night was the reason we lost that game. I thought it was your defense and our offense more so because we played pretty, like, especially in that second half, we actually played pretty good defense. And
Yeah.
in the half court, it's the long rebounds, it's it's ending the possession. That's what it was. I don't know. I've been trying to look to see what the second chance point numbers last night were, but especially when we were trying to come back in the game, like every critical loose ball, every critical yeah, loose ball, all the loose balls and all the 50-50 balls as well. Off the long rebounds and just like ball up in the air, maybe a turnover. Oh, they get it back, they make it three. Like it was a lot of that last night.
Yep.
Um
Ev,
I think that speaks to also like the what you say?
No, I was just asking if Ev could go to like the summary where it shows the difference.
It was 23 to 15 in second chance points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna assume a lot of that was a lot of
Make
theirs
it
were early.
worse.
You know, a lot of theirs were earlier in the game. A lot. I'm gonna
In
go ahead
terms
and
of the
say,
Lakers, a lot of yours was in the first quarter. Actually, yeah, y'all had like 4 or
yeah,
5 offensive rebounds in the first quarter.
yeah, and that, well, no, I'm talking about the second chance points. I don't know what the second chance points numbers were.
Oh,
When the second
but
chance.
I mean, I do remember like just for like in the game, y'all like the
Hmm.
start of the game in the first quarter, y'all were like securing all the
Yeah,
long rebounds and getting second chance points. So I would think
yeah,
a good percentage of those did come in the first quarter.
yeah, yep. So like in the middle of the game when the game being decided, it was most of those went to them. Um, and they were hitting threes off of it as well. I thought they played. I thought overall, as far as our offense, I thought a lot of it was most of it was their defense. And this is what I was talking about with OG the other day. I, I feel like them they are a better defensive team against us than a team like the Rockets or certain other teams. Because with the Rockets and teams like that, I feel like it's more like passing lanes, other shit like that. This team can actually just guard on ball and do all that other off ball shit. So it's both combined. So I think this to me is what a really good more than most teams, if maybe any team we face this season. This is what a really good defensive effort looks like against the Lakers. So you got to tip your cap to them. I do think, as far as Luca, part of it is going to be that in a series, if we're talking about a series between these two teams, I do think they can limit one of like Luca or LeBron. I think the other one to be able to get his game off. I think LeBron in this matchup is always going to be able to get his game off. It's just been that way for too long now for me to not think that. No matter who they really have over there, I don't like how he approached the game in the first half, but he's going to be able to get his game off pretty much no matter what. I think in this matchup. As far as Luca though, because maybe he, is going to take him off season to get back to himself, whatever, and just overall defensively to have good personnel. I think he cannot be his apex A plus self in this series, but I think he can play well enough to win. Like if he scores, you know, 24, 25, let's say 25 points, 24, 25 points on mid efficiency in a series, I think that's realistic as far as like them playing good defense and still him contributing to winning
Still
the
win.
series. So yeah, I think I think it was a good game by them. I think they won all the 50-50 balls. I think their defense more than anything last night was what I impressed was more than their offense. I think their offense is whatever. Like Steph, again, he's getting off in these matchups. Him and Brown get up for this matchup, so he's been getting off as well. They get off they play well against each other, and I think the offenses are just going to come down to which of these role players are hitting shots in these games. This is going to be a lot of. I mean, I said this the other day. I think outside of OKC, these other teams, these series are just going to be about shot variance more than anything. Shot variance and like hustle plays. Because a lot of these teams have flaws. A lot of these teams have some of the same flaws. So it's going to be a matter of, who shows up and who doesn't.
Yeah, I feel like if like Paz and Kaminga and those guys are not hitting shots, then you guys like that's a different story. But if they are, It's kind of like because I was noticing last night, and I don't think Jordan, if you noticed, Wilson, that Kerr didn't leave like Kaminga and Potts out there without a vet. So Dre was always on the floor. Steph was always on the floor, or Steph and Jimmy, or not, or Jimmy and Dre was always on the floor with guys like Post and Kaminga. Like he didn't leave them out there by themselves. And you typically in the regular season, and we played the Lakers before, we didn't have that veteran presence. It was just mostly Steph and Dre and Wiggins. And so now it's like you're leaving them out there with Post and allowing Jimmy and Dre with Post to continue to roam while you have Post at the 5 or you have Looney at the 5, which he wasn't doing before. So it's kind of, yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
No, I was just going to say, I did like the defense. I really wasn't. I'm not highly concerned about our defense not being able to have a good series. Like it was just, which I was saying even before the game, can the role players, can those non-shooters at the Lakers leave open? Like they're gonna dare a lot of people to shoot, and can they hit shots? And yesterday they were. Shout out to Pods, but most of all, honestly, shout out to Kaminga. Like, for in terms of the Warriors and what they want to do, Kaminga just guard. Like, take pride. You're 6'8". You're really athletic. Like, you're probably one of the most athletic people on that court most nights. Just guard. Like, get in those stands, just guard. Like, battle on the defensive end, rebound, attack and transition. Like, if Kaminga can do a lot of the things that Steve Kerr has been asking, then, things look a lot better for them. And look, Steve Kerr, obviously, there's a lot you can say about him over the years, over these last couple of years, whatever. But like, usually around this time, like that was one of Steve Kerr's better coaching games this season. Like, Buddy went 0 for 3, only 13 minutes. Post 1 for 4, only 11 minutes. Dudes weren't playing. Like they weren't hooping. He didn't play them. So, it was a good game. Obviously a good win, but for me tonight's the big one though. But go ahead, y'all.
I kind of want y'all to win tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this one was, I was like, I'd love to win, but tonight is the one where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm like laser, all eyes, this is where, okay, this is gonna tell me what I need to know, I think, about.
It's interesting with the standings because I mean obviously a lot can happen. I know from our perspective, I was looking at it this morning. That would have been that's why I'm more annoyed than anything. Like I know it would be a close game, but that would have been such a crucial win to almost kind of locking up the 3 seed in a way, because I'm looking at it right now and I looked at it this morning.
Yeah.
If we go 4-2 and all, let's say we lose both OKC games, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we win one, then we cooking. But let's say we go 4-2 in the last 6. A lot of these teams to either to pass us, because we have all the tiebreakers, have to go like 5-1, 5-0, 4-1, depending on how many games they have left. So
for me, this is why I say tonight, because here's the thing: if we were to win tonight, then running the table is very on the table now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then for us, like for example, if we go 4-2,
we got the Rockets, we got the Suns, the Spurs, the Blazers, and then obviously the Clippers game is going to be big.
Yeah, we could definitely win out. Yeah, that's on the table.
Yeah, you could. I know. For us, I think Denver got 5 games left. We got 6. If we go 4-2 and they go 3-2, we pass them. So I'm kind of rooting for y'all tonight, because that's a very
Who the
realistic
Lakers got left?
scenario.
Let me see.
We got OKC twice. We got the Rockets. We got the Blazers.
Dallas.
We got the Mavs, and we got Pelicans tonight.
I will say
So
Dallas.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, that nigga AD might have something for y'all.
That's cool. Here's
the thing. Here's the thing. The Dallas game is interesting.
He got the chance to do the funniest thing ever.
So here's
the thing.
So Jordan, the Dallas game is interesting for this reason. Y'all, that's the second night of a back-to-back for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas is coming off of 3 full days of rest. Like Dallas don't play the three days before that. So which is weird. Which is weird. I've never seen a
I think
team
that's gonna
get
be a. I think well, that's happened to us a lot. I think it's gonna be a great. That used to happen to us a lot with the Clippers. They used to always they would always get us when they had like 3 or 4 days of rest, and we coming off like 3 games in 4 nights or some shit, and they wonder why they
yeah.
beat us by 25. Um, but yeah, no, that's gonna be that's the game I got circled because I think we can take like I don't like counting wins. You know
Right.
I hate doing that shit. But as far as like winnable games,
Right.
I think that Blazers game is a winnable game. I think tonight is a winnable game. I
Right.
think the Rockets game, will be nip and tuck. Is potentially winnable. I see 4 wins possible and very possible and available. I just
Right.
think getting one of the it'd be interesting to see what OKC does too because they play us on the second night of a back to back.
I think it's
Oh no,
first
I think
night.
yeah,
First night.
first night. Yeah, the first night of a back to back because they got the Suns after that. On the ninth, I think. So
And you know what they finna. You
yeah, I
know
know what they're
how
gonna do.
they
I know what they're gonna do, bro. Like it would be nice if if
they
they sat,
rested
but
him.
like again, like
Yeah.
just find a way to win one of the games and we'll be good.
Yeah.
But if we don't, we still have a path to be, ahead of all these other teams. Thankfully, so just got to take care of business. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting week. I know we're gonna do the playoff shit later. I think, like I said, I think it's OKC, and then I think all these other teams, bro, is just I got us. I would pick us over a lot, pretty much all of them. But it's still is going to come down to shot variance. I think.
Yeah. I will say the yeah.
But last night, Jordan, y'all was in some scoring droughts, man.
No, we scored 10 point. We scored 10 points over, and that's why I said that was as impressive
Like y'all
defensive
was,
as I've seen against us.
seen some shit.
That
10 points in an
I'm gonna
11 minute
Oh,
stretch.
man.
I'm
That
gonna tell
second
you what
quarter,
it
that
is.
Bro,
second
y'all
quarter,
had let me where that shit at? Y'all, I
In
was
that
trying to
We
look
had
second
at that
quarter,
27.
shit.
that second
It,
quarter
Oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it
that
was
was the
it was
quarter.
the
Luca
Braun led
Luca
It
like
was the
scored
first
first
quarter.
quarter
22.
too. It was the first quarter too.
Luca
yes,
scored
Yeah,
first
the
22
first
points
quarter
with three
too.
minutes
It
left in the
Hey
fourth quarter.
Jordan.
Basically, Luca scored 22 points with basically 4 minutes left in the he scored the 22nd point with
Hmm
4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and y'all didn't score the 24th point until the second quarter with damn near 9 minutes left.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
second
had
quarter.
we had a 10 minute score, like a 10 minute like
Scoring drought.
yeah, scoring drought, field goal drought. I think we scored some points, but we had a like we missed like 11 straight field goals at one point. Part of
Mm-hmm.
that, like a lot of that was part of that was their defense. I think a lot of it was their defense. I think part of it, I think, is a element of it that's part of their defense, but also something control at the same time. Whereas you can't just have a ball at the top of the key against their defense and just expect to break down the defense and get to the rim and all that shit. The ball has to move from side to side, which when we're playing good offense anyway, it does. And I think we got to into a lot of our actions and a lot of our secondary stuff in the second half. But you can't start the game just like I saw them try to. They got baited a few times. Like I saw them. Ev said it, I saw them try to give Jackson Hayes post touches, like 3 times on Draymond. I'm like, bro, that's bait. And then they fed Rui in the post early in the game because he had stuff on. I'm like, that's cool. You got a mismatch and maybe you even score, but
Bro, I tried,
you
bro. Thank you, hey, bro, I tried to tell that. Well, I didn't have the right words for it. That's
yeah
beautiful words you just used.
yeah
Heaven sent tried to highlight that yesterday, talking about something what they should have kept doing. I said no. That's what we
that's bait.
wanted y'all to
That's
do. Like
bait.
we baited y'all to
Because
do that, bro.
but
Like
because I think we do have certain size advantages against y'all. Like I think Kaminga has a size advantage against us just
She
because
said
like
Jackson Hayes specifically.
no, I think she's talking about more
Rui.
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 Oh yeah,
yeah, she
post up.
pointed
Yeah,
out basically like how like she tried to bring up the size thing and say basically that y'all weren't
I,
fully taking
I,
advantage of it. I said, nigga,
I
the
will
times
I
y'all did
will
it,
But
we
you
say
want the
wanted y'all to
size.
do it.
You use the size. Like it's one thing to just to throw it. Oh, he's a bigger guy. But you want the point of the size as well is for the decision makers to be using their size because if the defense collapses onto them or says attention toward them, they know what to do with the fucking basketball. They're not
I
just
will
gonna
I
turn and shoot a
Exactly.
contested midi just because they got a size advantage.
Hey, Jordan Woods. Speaking of that, I thought
Yeah, get
an
closer to the rim.
aspect.
Yeah,
I thought an aspect that JJ should have went to more is especially with the like Braun bench and maybe like one or two starter lineups or even one starter and one and the rest of the bench. I thought he should have did a better job of like because we were sending mad help for Braun. Like that is y'all size advantage. When Braun starts getting downhill, you start seeing it in the second half. I thought he could have did a better job of starting, like getting Braun in the post, knowing the double was going to come, because I think that'll
But
create
they
a
had,
better
but they had
advantage.
not, they
It,
had non-offensive guys though when
you're
like
true,
Goodwin,
Jordan,
Goodwin
but
was
but
out
but
there,
but they
Vando
were.
was out there,
It
like
was like Braun at the top of the
Exactly.
key, knowing the double was going to
Exactly.
come.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he had
yeah.
more of
I'm
an
not.
advantage with
Exactly.
him being in the post up.
That's
so like
not the offensive approach. Go ahead, Brian. That's not the offensive approach against them.
Our offense has pretty much, I don't want to say devolved into, but it is pretty much Brian, Luca, Reeves break down the defense and kick out to the 3-point shooters whenever they converge down into the lane, which y'all talked about that scoring drought. That tends to happen to us a lot because we basically turned into, if we're hitting our if we're hitting our threes type of team when LeBron and Luca is getting into the lane. So we seen the Rockets deploy the strategy of just crowding Bron and Luca and them kicking it out to the role players and seeing if they go hit their threes or not. So
I will
yeah,
say
man.
every team defense you'll see is not the Warriors though per se. Like even I think Jordan Woods made the point about the Rockets. I've been in and out having phone calls. I think what I heard Jordan Woods made the point about the Rockets. I just think schematically what the Warriors do defensively, like even when they get a smaller defender, they weren't over helping, weren't over showing. They did it a little bit in the second half, and it resulted in like a Rui dunk. I think Jackson Hayes got a dunk off a double. But just in general, like
I
a
think
lot
we're
of
better
teams won't
defense. I'm not gonna
present
lie.
that defensive matchup in
I
terms of
agree
like
with that.
in
Well,
terms of
and
like
their
even
defensive guys can also play offense too.
hmm
Like
Yeah,
they provide some sort of offensive value. That Rocket shit, okay, you got your defenders out there, but them niggas are either space cadets on offense or they're just not that talented
and
on
then
that end.
I don't know if were y'all like in the middle of something, because I did want to give my take. I don't want to
No,
interrupt nobody.
I know Byron. I don't. I think Byron
I
was trying to
think
say
wasn't
something.
Corey just talking?
Yeah,
No,
Corey was
no,
too.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
Corey.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like to some of the points, like Jordan Woods, because you weren't here for the dumbass argument. I didn't agree with all the points, but when I heard like objective lies and in a vacuum calling guys bad defenders, when I know how the Warriors are, it's not one-on-one defense, and I know that these guys can wall up to an extent. I just thought some of the takes about the matchup prior in the years prior. I think when one of the takes I said, it was like, yeah, like you guys were running Steph off the screen, but then you also had an elite rim protection who was dead ass closing off the basket. And I think we've seen the difference. Like you guys were still chasing Steph on screens, but he was able to still get
Bro,
downhill.
Steph had 30 something and he only hit like three threes. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you. I ain't seen
yeah.
that in a little minute, bro. He was
And
getting downhill easily.
the thing is
Play me.
you can run guys off the line, but if you don't have the true rim protection behind it, it's a lot more
Only
difficult
if
to defend a guy
Yeah.
defense was
like
the
Steph.
only if defense was the actual problem last night.
The my
Yeah, yeah, so
biggest
yeah, we agree. We agree.
Byron, I'm not saying the defense was the whole problem,
Nah, defense was a problem though.
but
Nah,
it was
It
blow
wasn't the
bys.
whole problem. It probably wasn't
Yeah,
the biggest
no,
problem
it
either, but I
wasn't,
It
would
bro.
say
wasn't.
it was
No,
definitely
no, it was not, bro.
Yeah,
Are
I
It
you
don't.
saying
wasn't.
it
you
I
wasn't
saying
don't
the
no?
think
It's
it
biggest
not
was.
to
problem,
me.
man.
my
No
biggest
defense. No, I
takeaway.
don't think defense was the problem, bro. Everything that should be talked about from a Lakers standpoint, bro, should be the offense, not the
Nah, I'm not gonna
defense.
lie. It was blow bys from Pods, from Moose,
Well,
from
I
Moose,
think,
from
Yeah,
well,
Jermaine.
I
you don't
think
gotta
a
It
blame
was
lot
the
blow
of
bys.
defensive end.
no, I think a lot of there.
You
I
feel
think a
me?
lot of the defensive thing is a lot of things that you're kind of baking into. So, like you're talking about Luca being blown by. Like I think that's not new information though. Like
Yeah,
you kind of
yeah.
already like. So I
Okay.
mean,
But
look.
Jordan Wilson, going back to the argument yesterday, I was told Steph can't get by guys.
Well, yeah. Well,
That's a quote.
that's dumb. So look. So
That's a
you don't.
quote from.
But
So
you don't
Yeah,
acknowledge
that
things that
was
are.
said.
But here's the thing: you don't
Well,
acknowledge
welcome,
things that are dumb.
bro.
So,
See,
anyways,
you new to this, bro, but when niggas talk about Warriors hypotheticals, bro, it's always worst case scenario.
yeah, like
And
you
niggas told me that
like I
Curry's
don't
not
like
gonna
you
get them
just
fouls.
like you don't just acknowledge things that are dumb. So look, the
nigga
thing,
said
yeah.
But
stop the
hold up.
narrative talk when the Lakers fans were sitting
What
here
what
for
I, what I
2 hours
will
pushing
what
narrative talk.
I will say though,
So what Laker fan said that T?
Taness haven't sent Taness. She said that
She
in quotes.
she said Curry can't get by guys.
Yes, she said that in quotes. You can play the play black
Well,
back.
okay, I think she did
well we
say
know
that.
how
Okay,
look.
Who,
Steph's
bro?
getting
On the
his.
consent, bro. She was talking, bro.
That's
She was
what
talking
damn.
about
Sean
some.
about to say. Okay, I think
Hold
she
on,
did
bro.
say.
But it's
Bro,
like
it was
regardless,
something.
Bruh,
around
I
that.
don't
Bro,
mean, bruh,
everything,
I
bro.
don't mean to
Come
cut
on, bro.
y'all off, bruh. But what I'm saying is the talks that y'all are having are good, bruh. Like that shit thrown in there just like fucks shit up. Like you ain't
Oh
gotta
yeah,
repeat that And, shit, and bro. with Like
oh yeah.
that, I think Steph being able to, I'm not saying Steph can't get by guys, but Steph being able to consistently get by guys is one thing, and Steph getting blowing by Luca is not proof of him being able to get by
Exactly.
guys.
Exactly.
That's
Luka wasn't the only guy he got
I
even
mean,
by.
though I
but we
think
were
Steph
talking
Because
can.
about it in a Lakers versus Warriors context, though.
He would
So
not
I was
say
about to
Luca
say the
can stay in front
Lakers
of Steph.
don't have
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
many people
To
or
stop him
hardly
from getting by
anybody that
them.
can stop. Yeah,
But
but I
the
don't think that's gonna determine a see. Yeah, the Steph thing is kind of a whatever point. Like to me, you're kind of supposed to bake that. Like Steph's gonna have a good series, bro. Like the stars are gonna be the stars.
I'm gonna say
Well,
what
most of them.
makes it
Go ahead.
even more of a problem when it pertains to Luca. I mean, we already know what Luca is on defense, but the fact that JJ Redick, he just like to switch everything. So he makes it easy to be like, okay, we gonna hunt Luca. He just switches everything. Luca gets switched on Steph, and like, I mean, what is Luca
But the
supposed to
thing is,
do?
if you're giving up a lot of Steph twos, you probably can live with that as a defense, though.
yeah.
I think,
I was told that they were going to win the 3-point line and the paint points.
yeah.
That's what I was told.
But I will
told,
say
bro,
this though.
everything that was told to you was talked about
I
from a
was
series
told,
standpoint, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
Like that was the
so
when
whole
we talked about
context
the
of the
series
conversation
standpoint,
yesterday.
it was
Nah,
literally every bad thing that
No,
you could
no,
say
you
about
no.
the
just trying to
Warriors.
get
And
gotcha
also
moment
No,
out,
T,
it's
and
not
you
a
just
gotcha
and
moment
you,
because you were
T,
trying
yes,
to
you
make
people,
a gotcha
are.
moment.
That's what you're
I'm
T,
not.
doing.
I'm
T,
speaking. I'm speaking to what was said
Let's get
yesterday
T.
to
because
People
let's
because
get
the
to
Said
that.
specifically
matchup,
yesterday,
what
said,
I seen.
said yesterday in
T,
a playoff series, bro.
People specifically said yesterday
In a
that
playoff series, not no one game.
whatever happens from yesterday's game,
I believe that Steph can get by these
the
guys in a
points that
playoff
were
series
being
in a
made
7-game series.
was in relation to
Okay, well,
a
don't use
series.
yesterday to say, "Oh, this shit gonna happen for a whole playoff
Actually,
series,"
Byron,
my nigga.
that's actually a fair point, and I'm not going to disagree. That's a fair
Yeah,
point. Yeah,
But I
yeah,
will.
I was jazzing a little bit. I see what you're getting at. That's actually a fair point. But I think to like
yeah.
just
That's it.
looking
That's
at
all I
the
was saying. Yeah.
yeah, I just think looking. I do think like yeah, it's you play better defense in the offs. But the overall point is, I still agree that like when it comes to the series is going to come down to outside shooting for the Warriors. That's what it's going to come down
Yeah,
to regardless. But
most any series they play in.
to act
Yeah,
like the on ball creators of the Warriors, which is Steph Curry. Like Jimmy didn't do shit, like respectfully, but and he played great defense, but he didn't do shit
he didn't
offensively
have
till the
to.
little bit of the fourth. He didn't really have to. But
Yeah,
to me, to act like in this matchup there is not avenues where the Warriors can get guy people and can score the ball, to me was asinine, and
so
that was the point I was combating.
yeah, what I will say, which I actually want to ask to the room,
I missed that convo, by the way.
I want to ask like, what are the expectations of not even just in a Warriors matchup, just generally speaking? How I guess I need a baseline for what y'all expect, and I'm saying expect of Luca's play.
25,
Offensively,
26 on mid efficiency.
Oh, you okay? So you think the
Pretty
efficiency is going
similar.
to be mid? Okay.
Pretty,
I think his efficiency will be mid. He'll score 25 or 26. I think Brown will be in the high 20s, and I think Reeves will be around 20.
Okay. And and is it an expectation that Luca's going to be your best player night in and
No,
night?
I think Brian in that series would be Luca
no
can like
way,
Luca
no way,
can.
Oh
bro.
it's
no,
gonna
no,
be Bron.
no, I wasn't talking about like just. I was talking about just generally speaking because I do
Oh,
think,
you mean in the playoffs?
Any
yeah,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
switch heavy
Outside of this
team like
matchup,
Houston, any
Oh
switch
yeah,
heavy
no.
team like Houston or Golden State,
Anybody else, I think it'll be Luca. But
you think it'd
against
be
the
Luca.
Warriors, I think Brian could be the best player in this series.
not against Houston or OKC.
Because I don't know, because the Luca thing now, because we're right at
We
what
got to get to
20.
OKC.
Yeah,
I'm not even thinking
I
about
think Brown
OKC.
to be your best
Okay,
player versus
Yeah,
OKC.
because 25
I'm not even thinking
games
about
now with
OKC,
Luca, and
okay,
it's
motherfucker.
like it's. I guess we kind of have to just accept the fact that he's just primarily a jump shooter now,
which is
No, he's
Yeah.
fine.
not.
which
Which
No, he's not.
The thing
No, he's
about it
not.
is his
you don't
inside,
think.
like
I mean,
his
I'm
floater.
not over it because he just averaged
Bro,
30
but
on he just averaged 30 on 60 true
he's
shooting
not.
over a 17 game sample in March. I'm not
He's
gonna.
not. He's not about to just
But he was
fall
like
off.
44% on 12 threes, which is
Okay,
like
a good shooter making shots. He's not gonna shoot 44, but if he's high 30s or low 40s, he can do that.
no.
Like that's not some
I'm saying he's very jump shot reliant. That's all I was gonna say.
okay. If he's making them and he's a good shooter, then all right. Like I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not
That's
saying
it.
I'm just bringing that up. Like
Yeah, yeah. It'll look different. I don't think he's gonna be back to himself until like fully himself till next year. But I don't think he's gonna. Even if he dips a little bit from three, he'll still be very effective
yeah,
as
But
long as he's in the high
and
this
he'll
shouldn't
30s.
really be. This
and
year,
he'll
Okay,
always be
because I was about to
effective as a
say so
playmaker.
because Jordan was because just for example, last year, right, he shot 32% from three on
Mhm.
10 attempts, right? So I was
Yeah.
saying if that's let's say if it's efficiency similar to that, is that kind of
What percent from three?
32
You talking
You
about in the
talking about the
offs?
playoffs last year?
in the playoffs last year? Yes.
It can't be that low. He can't be that, and I don't think it would be that. I don't think it'll be that low. I
Yeah,
don't think
because I
it'll
was
be
about to
that
say
low.
because you know
really his playoff career. I think he's a 35% 3-point shooter for his playoff career on 9.6 attempts. And most of the time he's in the mid to low 30s anyway. But I was just kind of wanting to get your feel because normally the 3-point shooting, his playoff 3-point shooting is kind of whatever because he could get he can get to the rim at will, or he used to be able
Yeah.
Right.
to.
And
So
floater, rim,
yeah, so
all of
now I'm
that.
like, okay, if the playoff shooting is kind of what it is for his entire career, mixed with the fact that like he now has trouble kind of getting to the rim the way he used to, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, am I is
I
there
think
a different
it's
player coming?
no.
Yeah.
I think it's shot. I think the part of the reason. I mean, he's made a high percentage of threes before. Well,
Right.
a couple things. One, there's a lot of factors in this. Him coming off injury, all this shit. But I do think he's getting better shots here. I do think he's getting better shot quality here. For the most part, especially some of the wide open. He gets a lot of more wide open threes
Okay.
than I've seen him get
Yeah.
with Dallas. So I think just that alone, I think he's a good shooter. He was taking tougher shots, I think, in Dallas a lot of time. At least a
Okay.
lot of time. He's still
Okay.
taking tough shots here.
Okay. So it's
It was
more
a
the
lot of
fact that
pull.
all right,
It was a lot more pull
even
ups.
though even though
Yeah.
he can't like maybe get to the rim like he could, but now having LeBron and Reeves as opposed to just Kyrie is
That and I think the mid range is still like he's not getting all the way to the rim like he could before, but he's getting into an effective scoring area. He's not raising up and looking to shoot. He's raising up either looking for a foul or in between shot and pass. Like I,
Or the
I
little
would rather him
post.
just take some pull some of them mini. Like
no.
if Luka come out and pull 4 or 5 minis tonight, I'll be so happy. It's the
Who
same
do
shit
y'all
I
who
be
do y'all
saying
play
about
tonight?
Brian.
It is
Huh?
funny that
The
that
Just for
Pelicans.
context,
Kev
who do y'all?
like
Oh,
brought
you
up
got
the
the Rockets.
Jimmy. Go ahead.
I was just asking who they played tonight. I
We
couldn't.
play the Pelicans. The Pelicans.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like
Yo,
it's
I'm looking at it right here. You're
mhm.
not wrong. Look, this is Lucas. I just looked at shot distribution. This would rank number one in his shot quality, but it is only 23 games with the
Yeah,
Lakers.
it's a small
It's
sample.
the
He's
highest
getting
shot qualities he's ever had in his career.
yeah, he's getting but yeah, that's a good pull to me. Yeah, and it matches the eye test because he's butt naked wide open too often for a player of his caliber just because of who he's playing with.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Woods. Uh, I
Yeah,
was gonna
And
ask,
he pump faking,
I
pump
don't
faking,
know if
pump
you want
faking.
to. I don't know if you want to say the series, but is there like certain matchups you think like because you just gave off the Warriors, you think Brown would be better in this series? Like, how many of the matchups, excluding OKC, do you think Luca would be the best player or better
all
than
of them,
Braun?
all of them, all of them. I don't think that I think that Rocket shit it was cute for the one game. I don't like the way they play defense. I don't think for a series is gonna prevent him from being a better player. Um,
You think
I
Mini as
think
well?
yeah. I think already like their defender they have weird defensive personnel because they're talented and they have the athleticism, but they dumb. They just dumb sometimes. Like
It's really we have veterans
yeah,
and then the coaching.
yeah, yeah. So everybody else, outside of them two teams, like I think Luka will be the better player against all the other teams.
But I'm assuming you also think there's an avenue in some of those series that Braun could still be the best
Yeah,
player.
like Brown is still Brown. So like
Yeah.
Brown can in any given series, Brown can average 28, 9 and 8 on plus defense on above average defense, and that's top of the league. No, I mean like upper echelon of the league caliber player. So
So
It's
do y'all
unfortunate,
And
have
Mark.
and then
He
another
still
expectations?
got
shot
you
I
though.
want another shot I want to give is both Draymond and Jimmy defensively. Just either switching down to not allow that lob there to Jackson Hayes.
yeah,
It was like multiple times with Draymond, a couple times with Jimmy, where it's like, yeah, Jackson Hayes, you are vertical, you're an athletic dude, but we're not going to let you get
yeah,
that.
I'm not throwing a lot of them lobs in, unless it's there.
So
Obviously, you
do
read the
y'all
game, but
do y'all have
I'm throwing a skip
championship
more often.
expectations?
No,
Speaking
no.
of Jackson Hayes, I was trying to speak on this earlier, but if y'all notice when that second unit with Goodwin and Jackson Hayes, Moody was helping off, and they had Draymond way outside the box.
Hmm.
And they were when what's it called? Jackson Hayes got the ball. He was throwing a bullshit floaters and hooks,
Yep.
and they was just
Yep.
getting layups. That
Yep.
was them non Steph Curry minutes in that second quarter was damn near the reason why they had a comfortable lead
No,
when we
that's
checked
that
back
was the
in.
It's
reason.
good, Rock.
That was the reason. That was definitely the reason. And I don't.
Yeah, I said that. I said that
They've gotten
niggas didn't even
away.
take advantage of the staff minutes. Y'all let's extend the lead.
One thing I will say, they've got in the last few games that I don't like offensively from JJ. They've gotten away from how they were using Jackson, even like just a couple weeks ago. Even with the injuries, we were still using him like with the DHO shit. Him and Luca had really good chemistry in that regard, and it seems like since the guys have gotten back, they've gotten away from we're not moving the ball side. The ball's not popping side to side nearly as much as it was a couple weeks ago. And that's why I be saying it's not to take credit away from other defenses. It's what are you doing before the defense on the other team is even like set? Like what are you doing? How are you bringing the ball up the court? Like I can always tell what kind of game it's going to be if or how we're playing offense if someone's walking the ball up the court or if someone's jogging up the court with the ball, popping the ball to the other side, the ball goes back to the other side. And that's how you can tell we're in a flow. We're trying to actually move. That shit last night to start the game, just walking the ball up, that shit was cute. You making threes and shit, but that shit wasn't sustainable because you didn't establish anything for the defense to have to consistently rely on throughout the game. We were just making shots, and always just making shots is not always good, even if you got the lead, because you're
Yeah.
not making the defense think about nothing else. That you're not thinking to make the defense think about something consistently throughout the game.
Yeah, and Jordan, not directly to that point, but like another point I'll bring up is like a lot of those Braun bench lineups. I think they did a little bit too much of like trying to match up hunt because it's like regardless of if you're getting Pods, Moody, or the small defender, we're going to show help. We're going to be super
Yeah,
help on every drive, and then also having a lineup out there with like Vando, JHS, Goodwin. It's like you don't have the adequate shooters for you to sit there and match up hunt because guess what we're gonna do?
bro.
We're gonna
Golden State was so good with their nail help last night. It was elite. It was some of the
Bruh,
best I've
Draymond
seen
and
all
Jimmy,
season.
that's what I've been saying, though, bruh. I ain't gonna hold you, and even not just Draymond and Jimmy, even Moody, bruh. Moody really he know how to move, but
Yeah, I like Moody.
the lineup of fucking I saw this in the lineup, all-star lineup of Curry, Moody, Pods,
Butler and Draymond.
Draymond, yeah, Draymond and Jimmy is 13-0.
Yeah, and,
I guess
they're
I'm
like a
curious
plus,
to
and they're
see
like a
how
plus,
where they
they're
rank
like a
amongst
plus
lineups in the
18.
league.
And they're like a plus 18
Hey,
or
hey,
something.
Lose, we got some of the best defensive communicators on the team in Jimmy and Draymond, and that shit, regardless of, it's always going to be the troll because regardless, he didn't have a great offensive night. He necessarily didn't have to, but regardless, he's always going to have that value on this team, to be that
Yeah,
guy
that's a fact.
defensively.
But
To
I
run
think
to
that's what the difference is too between Wiggins and
Jimmy.
Jimmy's that Wiggins, he's a great on ball defender, but his team defense is not like
It's not
wasn't
there.
good.
It's not. It's there.
And
Yeah,
so
it's not.
like
Yeah.
Jimmy's team defense is just like excellent and what's needed. And I feel like that's kind of like what the difference maker is too in
because
situations
Wiggins
like
is a
this.
better on ball defender nowadays
Yeah,
than Jimmy is, but that doesn't
yeah,
necessarily just mean you're a better defender in a team setting than Jimmy Butler.
yeah. I think that plays a difference in it too, in itself because if you have guys like Jimmy and Dre who can help, and then you know I feel like that's makes a difference in itself rather than just having that POA because we don't have a POA defender really for the team. But I was saying yesterday in the comments like people underestimate how good of a team defense we have with Jimmy now being the lack of POA.
And that's
Yeah,
that is for me when I talk about the Luca, Bron, and Reeves thing. That's where I'm talking about it. It's more so I think over a series, the lack of POA. If you guys had one, like literally one more POA, I would feel totally
Yeah.
differently about this series.
is
But I just
GP2
think
coming back?
I don't think he's good enough. He's not good enough, in my
Who
opinion
you
at
said
least.
who?
GP
That's
two.
Gary Payton.
CP2?
Yeah,
GP2, he
I
will
think
be
he's
more of
good
a factor
enough.
if y'all elite players was like smaller guards. I
yeah.
Yeah,
think the fact that
yeah.
it's
It's
Luca,
just
the ball handlers are. I mean, not
Well,
GP2 could probably affect the
I'm
Reeves
not
a
gonna.
little
I
bit,
But
just know
I,
but
I
scheme
I think
wise in a
Bron and
Lucan.
Luca, he
series
ain't
we're
got nothing
not.
for him.
I just
I'm
know
not
scheme
going.
wise in a series we're not gonna. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be stacked. It's not gonna be how we we come out and we're not establishing downhill pressure.
I
I've
think
seen this too. I've seen this story too many. I've seen the flip script with our offense too many years in a row for me to know it's not going to be that way. And not having another POA, I think, would just be make you guys fall like short. I think it'll be 6 or 7. No, I think I was leading 7 before last night. I think we ultimately win in the end, but
Yeah,
it'll be
I think that
good.
I think
that's what could hurt us in the series, just not having that POA and how much can you sustain with the team defense and like
I
how much
think
can.
GP2 can guard
Like
But I
I ain't
think
gonna
you,
lie,
but
if
Luca.
we would have got Jimmy and Cap Wiggins, this team would have been perfect, bro.
Yeah, then we would have been
yeah,
taught. Or if you would have got somebody like
Jordan
even
Wilson,
POA
I agree.
got traded.
I think he
I
could
think he can.
wall. I think he can guard AR and Luca. That Braun shit is over with
Well, the
though.
Who
Luca
who
even
Nah, not
can
Luca. He could
well,
guard
No,
well, the
AR,
thing
but
well,
who
I don't
because
can?
this
put
is
him on Luca.
this is my
GP2
thing,
he's
Lose.
saying.
It depends on the lineup
I
out there
I
because
just
if
in
you have
this
the
I
adequate
just don't think you have
adequate
anybody
help.
for him, bro.
To me, if you have the adequate help out there with Draymond and Jimmy on the back end, I think you can get away with him being a little bit
So
smaller
prior to
because
his
he has the
injury,
advantage.
But Moody yesterday did an excellent job on Luca. Like Luca
well,
wasn't scoring on Moody at all.
well,
So it's like,
hold up, time out because y'all talking about POAs, and that's why I kept, which was why I shouted him out. Was like to me, it's like a game ball type situation. Kaminga, like that's who need. Like I'm not saying he will or won't or whatever. I'm saying that's, bro. You're 6'8". You're probably the most athletic player on the like. That's
but to the Lakers' point, it's like, I mean, at the same time, they can laugh in our face and be like, is he sustainable to do that for a 7 game series
you talking
against a
about who?
guy like Luca and against a guy like LeBron? Like that's where their pushback can come from when you have a guy in Kaminga who we say we want him to go out there and
You
guard
want
and do
200?
what he
If you
did.
want 200, I mean, you want 200 million
But it's like,
dollars.
can he do it for a consistent basis? Can Moody guard Luka like how he did last night for a consistent basis? Like LeBron's gonna go off regardless. But if you can sustain Luka for 7 games, if you can sustain Reeves for 7 games a little bit, and have guys like Rui and Gabe and all those other guys hit their shots, it's like that's where their whole pushback when it comes to us is that how for 7 games are you going to be able to guard all three of us at the same time if because they would have they really could have won last night if Luca like
Would have
just
made.
hit a couple threes. Like it would have been an interesting game. But
He literally need to hit like
he
2 or 3
he
threes.
made no 3-point shots last night. He hasn't done that in 2 years. So it's like that's not gonna happen for a whole series. Like he's gonna hit some shots. So it's like,
Yeah.
can
Beth,
our
my only
guys
Beth,
sustain that for 7 games?
Beth, and
Well, I'm gonna say Luca's
this is
probably. I
always
mean,
going
Pod,
to be the
but here's the
this
thing.
is always
Luca's
going to be
probably
the
Pod's being a
fandom in
maniac.
me. But
Probably
I
gonna hit
also
a
think
He
it
was
few.
does
a
come down.
maniac.
Oh, go
Luca's
ahead,
probably
Wilson. Go
gonna
ahead,
hit a
Wilson.
few, but AR's probably not going 9 for 15 from 3 though. So like it. I mean, like I get it.
But what?
Pod's for damn sure not doing
No,
But
no,
what he
true,
no,
doing.
true, true.
but
You could,
that's
but Steph's probably not going 3 for
you
10.
would
So like
bet, but Jordan, you would bet more on Reeves going 9 for 15 than Paz doing what he was doing
yeah.
or
Well,
Luca hitting
I mean,
no
but
3-point shots.
if Paz not shooting like that, Steph probably hits more threes. So it's like,
Bro, that's
Beth,
but Steph is a cancel out. Steph gonna eat. In my
Yeah, like
opinion,
he
he gonna
already
eat enough.
canceled out. Like
Yeah,
LeBron and Steph is already canceled
LeBron.
out.
Yeah,
You
they
can't,
canceled each other
yeah.
nah,
out for me.
I thought we was talking about just shit that could change from last night. Steph only hit
I,
3 threes last night.
We just
but
not
I
gonna
think
know,
I
bro.
think
These
they
are
not. Yeah, I don't think they. At this point, I don't even know if they
Oh
see
shit,
each other.
Cooper Flag, basketball player of the year. Okay.
Also
yeah,
though,
like
You
he
already
went.
what do
know
I
that.
know?
That's
Didn't
But
he
yeah,
fine.
even go?
my thing is it's
Yo.
just
I'm glad you're more a Duke fan than a
because
Lakers
when
fan, Jordan.
before he got
Yes,
hurt,
sir.
GP2 was playing at the level he did in
In
22.
22, yeah.
Like he had like that was kind of he had finally was healthy, was stringing some games together, and then it was like
Is he coming back?
he is coming back actually.
Yeah, it was only a partial,
Okay.
so he's
Yeah,
he's good.
he's should be coming back in the next 2-3 games or so. So it's like to me, GP just does so many things for them on both ends of the floor. So like
And to that Kaminga point, even if he
Yeah,
is guarding relatively well, if the lineup is going to have Draymond, Jimmy, and Kaminga out there, the thing that will keep his ass on the floor is if he can hit outside shot more than just him having to lapse in
I don't think
defense.
G. I just
yeah,
don't think
you might want to
GB
hope for
two.
something
Settle
else.
for that.
He went
GP two
2 for
But
shouldn't be
4
bu-
last night.
I don't. Yeah, GP two
But
shouldn't be busting plays.
what's more
I ain't gonna
reliable
hold
is a
you.
downhill pressure.
So
Cause you,
Yeah.
yeah,
to the
y'all,
Warriors
cause
fans.
when it got stagnant, it was when y'all. My fault. I didn't mean to cut whoever that was
Nah,
off.
you
Go
good,
ahead,
But
Byron.
Byron.
when it got extra stagnant for the Lakers is when y'all went heavy wing. When y'all deployed all the wings out there, I forgot exactly what it was. I know it was Kaminga, Moody, Jimmy.
Dre.
Was it Dre and stuff?
No, I
What was
think
what?
Pods was Pods.
Wait, which quarter are
Oh,
you
Pods
talking
What
was
about?
time
It was
period you
five.
talking
Pods
about?
at
Yeah,
the
five.
one.
It was
Yeah.
around. It was like the end of the first and the end of the second when it got hella
Mm.
stagnant. When the Lakers went on that
Oh,
big scoring
the
drought.
end of the end of the second, was that when Jimmy went down? Because I don't think Jimmy was a, because that's when he went back to the
Mm-hmm.
locker room. I
End
think
of
it
the
was
No,
third.
he's talking about the
I
first. End of the
I
first.
didn't know.
Because Steph
Yeah, I didn't know
did
you had
at the end
But
of the
the
Booker
end
Jimmy
of
first.
the
out there.
first going into the second when they went like 10 minutes without scoring. He talking
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
that drop right there. That way y'all was heavy. Like it was wing heavy, like stupid wing heavy. So I mean that. Yeah,
What lineup
you
was
throwing a
that?
G.
I'm gonna
You
find
But
out.
throwing a
that
GP2 to these
also
players.
plays a part of who the hell JJ had on the court too, bruh. Like
Yeah,
Goodwin, and
his
that
rotation
Vando.
shit
was
was
ass.
that shit was ass, bruh. Like that shit was just so bad, bruh.
Yeah, I,
I'm not saying even if oh he had different niggas in the game, it could have been different. You can still go on a drought with your guys on the court, but having those guys on the court don't make it no better.
right.
That shit was just bad, bruh.
Yeah, I think JJ
And
gonna
I ain't
take
go
this one.
to
I
speak
think
up
JJ gonna take
for
this one
what Ted's
personally too.
saying though, Byron. Let me
Nigga
just
should at least.
to add the context. I'm looking at it now. So at the 5 minute mark, y'all subbed in Gabe Vincent for Reeves, Vanderbilt for Braun, and Goodwin for Rui.
Yeah,
Damn.
The problem
you
with
took
that,
three offensive players out and put in just three
Three
one way
defense.
players. Yeah, three
Yeah,
one way
It
that's
players for the most
wasn't
part.
and low,
Wait,
wasn't it
when
just
was that?
Luca?
That was at the 5 minute mark of the first half.
the
I'm saying
problem with that
that
Yeah,
was
that
the
was the beginning of the
Luca.
scoring drop.
Is it the first quarter or the first half? What do you mean the
I
first
mean,
half?
first quarter, yeah, first quarter.
Oh,
My
okay.
bad.
And that's why I don't put a lot of stock into them net ready numbers
So
sometimes.
yeah,
do you
because
think in JJ's mind that he tried to match defense for defense? Because if you look at our side of defense, you would think that we, don't really
And I
have
ain't gonna
any
hold you. We didn't have
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we didn't have
we
any
had
shot.
Quinn Post on the floor.
I think
Shot
he
yeah.
makers.
Quinn Post more
So
of an offensive threat than anything.
do you think like his logic he was trying to match defense for defense?
I think he's
I think
trying
he was
shit,
trying to.
bro.
Was Luca the one that was
That's a
Luke
bad approach to me.
was
But I'll
Luca the
let
one in
Byron
there?
go.
No, was Luca in
You
there?
think
Because
so?
I'm staying here. What
Yeah, I think
Luca?
Luca was in there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Luca was on the floor.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
yeah,
okay.
he go to route Beth to answer your question to try and surround Luca with just a whole bunch of just dogs for the most part.
Defenders. Okay.
Yeah, defenders. And that wasn't I don't think you do that for the most part, especially if Steph not on the court.
And
But
Jordan, remember me
yeah,
and you talked
yeah.
last night, right? Woods. Remember me and you is Jordan still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Remember me and you talked when I was talking to you last night when you popped in with that lineup right there. Luca was already having a rough game at that point of the game. Like,
Hmm.
and it was just like, let's throw this in there and let's just pray Luca turn this shit around. And I think
Yeah,
that was the wrong approach, bro.
yeah. I think with Luca, I think I think with Luca, it's cool to have three defenders out there with him. Was Rui out there?
No.
No.
Nah.
He
Yeah,
didn't
no,
match
that,
Nah,
Rui.
y'all
Rui
that's
subbed
was
the
in. Y'all
defending
thing.
Rui.
subbed somebody
And,
in.
Y'all
and
subbed in Vando, Goodwin, and who was the
Oh
third
no,
guy?
Rui did get subbed in. Y'all subbed in. They at the after at the 2 minute mark they put Rui back in
yeah,
for Finney.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
back in, but
anytime
they
Luca's
initially
out there
played
without them
4.
other two, I think Rui needs to be out there. Shouldn't be a minute he played without Rui out there. And I think how they use and
And then y'all
it's so
put in
late in the
Reeves
season.
for Luca.
Yeah,
At the
how they
same time, y'all
use
put
Rui
in
too is the thing.
Rui
Like
for
Rui
y'all
need to
put in Reeves for
be
Luca.
He's not as athletic as Kaminga, but he needs to be used in
Getting downhill.
and yeah, more like him with Draymond on the court. Now with Draymond on the court, he can't do that as much because he's gonna be a space cadet when he gets to the middle of the floor. But with if Draymond's not on the court and he's and it's Luca and Rui, instead of just throwing him the ball in the post, you need to get him the ball on the move towards the rim. Make him
Yeah.
So
put pressure on the defense that way.
I think that's a really good
it
call
sounds
out,
like you're
Woods.
saying any two of all right. So LeBron, Luca, Reeves, and Rui. It sounds like you're saying two of them need to be on the court at all times, but
Yeah,
LeBron
and that should
pretty
be
much.
possible.
That,
That should be
that, that,
very possible.
that should, to me, that
Hey,
should
hey,
just
hey,
be
hey,
the
Jordan,
norm.
do you think Vando plays significant minutes in this series? Because like even
no,
when he was out there, even in the LeBron lineup,
my other
I
Jordan.
did watch them niggas
No.
like people were a little bit upset that Braun threw it to the corner, but dead ass nothing else was open. Like
But
Yeah.
I think he
But that's
can. I
by
think he can play.
design, though. We want
He
them to
can.
do
I think he
that.
can play in this match. I think he can play like 15 to 18 minutes in this matchup. He just
it
can't
just
just
depends on
be
who he's with.
sitting in the
Yeah.
corner. And what are you doing with the
Situational.
ball on the other side of the court? Like, what are you doing? What is your whole office doing? How is your space? Like,
Yeah,
they
he needs to
just,
be in. He need to be in action more.
yeah. Like,
I
We all
agree.
I'm
talking
It
about
was
tired of them
like
throwing him the
he
ball in
was
the corner and
Vando.
him shooting the ball.
Vando.
Right.
Can't
he
be
was
out there
effective. He
with.
was effective when they were running actions with like Braun on the post or
And this is
something.
going to be a mucky series anyway, so he can be on the court in a series
100%.
like this, I think.
He's gonna
Oh
be
look,
out there because he's our best defender against Steph. But the thing with that is he can't be out there with other non-shooters. And like y'all said, with whatever lineup they put out there with Goodwin, Goodwin was once pretty decent for us on offense as far as catching and shooting, but lately he's just been in the tank. And it's like he's a non-shooter out there with Vando, and that causes like two offensive options to be out there, or like one offensive option to be out there with Luca, and like that's a no-go. So I mean, Vando's gonna get his minutes in this series, if it happens. But to Warriors fans, I'll ask, like, what's the optimal first round matchup for y'all that y'all are looking for?
The
Memphis.
most optimal is probably Houston.
Yeah, I think everybody.
I want to say, if you
Houston
basically
and
asked us
Memphis.
who do we think the most juice in Houston?
Yeah, I feel like
Just because I think defensively we'll be able to completely erase them offensively.
Fuck is Sangoon gonna do in the Draymond series?
Have you guys played them
Hey.
since Jimmy's been there?
Yes.
What was the
yeah.
what was
We
the
beat them. I forgot how much we beat them by, but I don't know. We beaten them without Steph. We beaten them with Steph. We beaten them since Jimmy got there.
Do you want
They
me to
beat
pull
us.
up the Rockets game that you want me to pull up the score, Jordan? Because I am on Google right now.
We here I can tell you real quick because we beat them 105 to 98. Let me see what was happening in this game.
We played them again on Sunday.
Yep, for the 5th time.
5 times in one
5?
season? Are you
Yep.
sure?
Because of the in-season
We
tournament.
played an
Yep.
NBA Cup
Oh,
game.
okay. I
Because
forgot
we
about
that beat, and that's the only game they beat us was that.
Yeah, they
in
beat
that.
us in the NBA Cup.
Oh, was
Yeah,
that when the Kaminga died for the
91 to
foul?
90.
Yep,
Yes.
that
Oh,
one
okay,
that
that one.
he
Oh,
is
yeah.
style. Oh my god, see, but it's fine, it's fine.
Damn, I feel bad for the Rockets though. Everybody just calling them sweet. Like I kind of want them to shut one of the teams up, like narrative wise. But like I do
Let
think
them,
they sweet too. But it's kind of fucked up that everybody looking at like
let
them as
them
a first
shut
round
you up,
mark.
innit? Let them shut
I
you up.
think I think they're sweet too,
Nah,
but it's
let them
fucked
shut the
up.
They
Lakers
ain't
up,
shutting
Carter.
us up.
But I That's think just it funny. just comes down like I think everybody wants them for that first round matchup. If you go into it with like
Saying a little tune-up.
a tough matchup in the first round, like that's kind of like it's kind
The
of like
only
wow.
team that
I
don't,
think
the
they'll
only
be
team that did,
scrappy.
the only
They'll be
team I think that the Rockets
Yeah, I'm
beat is
about to say,
Memphis.
don't get me wrong.
yeah.
We say they sweet. I
They're
still
gonna
expect the
exert a
Rockets to
lot of
get somebody
energy.
No,
a
they're
good ass
great.
first
They're a
round,
good
bro.
team.
Yeah,
Like
they're gonna
I
exert a
don't
lot of
think they get
energy.
swept.
they're a great
So
team.
we were so okay. So
Well,
in
if
this
they do
so
get
in the
swept, it's
Rockets
probably gonna be a
game,
close sweep.
in the Rockets game, we were up double digits. We got up by as much as 22 mid third quarter, or actually no, we got up as much as 24, and then they made a big run to kind of like really make the game interesting in the fourth. But
I remember that. But it was kind of over, right? By a certain point.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did a good job on Steph. They did a good job on Jimmy, but offensively, let's see, Amin had 4. Damn,
Which
Aaron
which game
Holiday had
which game
20.
are you referring to, Jordan?
The
The
last
last
Rockets
game.
Warriors
On the
game.
February 13th?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be scrappy though, so that might
yeah.
not be a good
Yeah,
thing.
they're definitely gonna be like it's whoever gets them in the first round is still gonna be like a good little workout. You know, you gonna sweat a little bit. You
The
gonna you
only
feel me?
Low,
Like
the only
you
team
ain't
they
gonna get
beat,
out of there unscathed.
Yeah.
But
Low
Yeah.
Brady, the
you're
only
probably
team
gonna
they
get
did
out of
as
there
beat in
though.
the first round is Memphis. Like no funny. That's the only team they beat.
I don't know. Maybe. Like
That's
I
how I
know
look at it as of now. Being honest
because
with you.
I know I know like Memphis is lost their coach and they were on a slide, but it's
It's
like
more to like
I would
Amon
like them
Thompson,
to.
Jordan. It more goes to like Amon Thompson and what he does to Ja.
okay, so you think he'll be able to really slow down Giannis series?
He's done it every matchup they've had this far. Low ball, like
No,
he
no, no.
really.
No, because Ja doesn't really have that much of an outside game, so I could see it. Let's see
Yo,
Yeah,
what he
and
does.
I got a quick question for Lakers, like Jordan Woods and all the smart niggas. How y'all feel about attacking switch heavy defenses, and why does like the offense it's like when they freelance and try to ISO and create as much, I feel like they tend to not really do as much, and you can see the stat I put in the chat.
When you say do as much, what do you mean? Do you mean make shots?
Not like when they're playing switching defenses and they really can't exploit the matchup they want, you know? Like let's say they switch to pick and roll and it's like, I don't know, Moody on Luca and they don't really have a step, you know?
I haven't seen the stat yet.
Oh yeah, scroll up.
You gotta scroll up.
Oh, you score. Okay.
where's it at?
I
Yeah,
just
I'm
put it in the
looking.
spotlight so
Okay.
it can be easier.
Okay. Okay. They
1.1 point is that efficiency points per possession,
possession. Yeah.
attacking pick and roll and DHO defenses, but drops to just under 1 point.
That
Just
man said tween facts when he stole that from somebody. He a funny dude. But
against
nah, bro.
Hashtag
Like
tween facts is hilarious.
what you saying? Like what you saying about that? Though, saying what was the actual question?
How do you feel about it? I guess.
No,
Yeah,
like I'm
I
saying,
How I
think
feel
why
about it
is that an
dropping?
eye test thing? Like what makes you like what makes it the drop off so big? Like what's going
well,
on?
Luca
to me,
fucking
it's
dominates it.
to me, it's
Luca
make or
can
miss,
walk into
bro.
threes. Well, I let go.
To me, it's make or miss in those kind of situations. Like obviously, if Luca feels he's got a favorable matchup, he will more often than not try and attempt to take advantage. And if he doesn't, then obviously the PPP is going to go down.
And I was about to say those switch heavy defenses probably don't have a lot of people you can attack for the most part. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
So
or they show really
so
good
so
ball
so
help.
it's probably not a lot of favorable matchups there. So he's probably taking more difficult shots against those switch heavy
Yeah,
defenses.
or
Bro,
they
I
show
wouldn't even say that, bro. I
I
ain't gonna
just
lie.
think
No, I mean
I,
no. That was a
I
theory. I don't
yeah,
know.
go
okay.
ahead, Ted.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Avatar.
No, I was gonna say, because that's from since he came to on the Lakers.
Oh, is this an all season thing or is this a?
Queen,
That's a good
Queen,
question.
what are your facts telling us?
what's the context of these
Tween,
stats? What
tween.
are you
What's the
giving?
sample size of this?
This for the
He
year.
don't
That
know.
nigga don't know, bro. He
Now
For
saw
the
that shit on
year?
Twitter.
bro,
Oh,
this
this
for
for
the
the
year, bro.
year. Oh, see.
So if
Okay.
it's for the year, like I think a lot of things go into that. Like I don't know, like Luca getting
Yeah,
hurt,
that's a bad stat if
So
it's for the
so
year,
tween so
Queen.
tween
so
modify
like
the
that.
stat for the last like 23-ish games if you can.
I'll say
But even
But even
that,
then,
like
with all with so many
even
guys
that,
in
when
and out the lineup,
even if it's on the Lakers, it's like he hadn't played basketball for how many months. He's coming back. He was kind of off. He wasn't really hitting. Like there's a lot to that. That's why I
But I
asked how long. That's why I asked because if it's this season, like there's a lot
Mhm.
of context missing with the injuries and shit like that. And not
OG,
playing
why do you hate
basketball
Golden
and
State?
Because of
huh?
you.
No, oh, is it me? He's saying because I
Yeah,
made him hate Golden State. Okay.
yeah. Because
yeah.
we
Yeah,
don't
bro.
see
It's
we
straight
don't
I,
see.
saying
Does
you was
that and
I
then
tweaking,
want
and
to.
I
dog.
Can
mean it
I
has
You
want
you
to?
worry about
I
me,
want
bro.
to.
Right?
I want to add to
Oh,
the
I'm
did
about
I
to
point.
make
say,
you
it ain't
bug
me,
him?
nigga. I've been here
Was it
all
a love
year.
hate
Yeah,
relationship?
you have. But that guy was a
Nah, I'm
football
talking to
guy.
Jordan. I'm talking about nigga. He can't.
Look,
Can't be because
that's
of
why
me,
he's got a
nigga.
gridiron on his fucking display picture, mate.
and it's not like
I mean.
Oregon good either.
I want to add
The
to the
gridiron
favorable
hasn't changed.
matchup. Little
All
Tay.
right, all right.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
Don't worry.
Taz.
We still love you, Lil Wilson.
Go ahead, Tez.
I was gonna say I want to add to the favorable matchup take from Luca. I don't. I think the matchups are there. I
Just
think what um Ed said earlier is part of why it looks like there aren't favorable matchups. It's how he playing. Like he makes it not look favorable. All the matchups are favorable are in his favor. He go to the post. He come up the screen and roll, try to get downhill, but he doesn't get all the way there. So it looks worse than what it really is. And I think that's a test to how he's playing. I don't think the matchups are not favorable for him. All the matchups to me are in his favor. He got to go and attack the matchup like they are favorable, if that makes sense. The not getting all the way to the rim shit stop 16 feet away from the damn rim and float like of course it ain't gonna look favorable. It's gonna look like he getting clamped, he getting shut down. It's gonna look like that. But I think that's just how he's playing right now. And I genuinely don't understand it. And I was saying the same thing last night. he gets around the pick and roll, and he does the pick and roll to an elite level to where he gets around and get everybody on his hip and get everybody attached to his hip. But when he does that, he doesn't get all the way to the rim, and he stops.
It's like he feels the contact test, and then it's like, all right, let me just put up some bullshit. I know I'm gonna.
Yeah, and hope the damn ref blow the whistle. Like
Oh,
so,
Pally, yeah.
yeah. So of course, if that's how he's playing, then it's not gonna look favorable. It's just not. But I think that's more so him than his matchups, if that makes sense. Like if y'all catch what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Hey, Tez,
It
Tez.
reminds me of.
So do you think like in instances with hoping or wanting to get that contact, do you think that in certain matchups that players and towards like playoffs that players will become more smarter in that way with not jumping at his pump fakes or not,
I think it's
getting
dependent
that
on.
contact because I think we did a good job defensively wise, not a lot like not falling for what he's usually given.
Yeah, you guys have got
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
You
but
guys,
what I'm and that's a good point. And I do think y'all played pretty good defense as far as the scheme. Everybody executed the scheme the right way and played the way that I'm guessing the game plan was. But at the same time, what I'm saying is to that Beth, when he gets there, he stops and let the double team come, and now the shot looks bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Instead of attacking off the pick and roll, getting to the rim before the nail help even get there. So when you're stopping on a dime instead of getting all the way to the rim, you're giving the defense the option to help. If that makes sense, like
Yeah.
you're not getting there. So yeah, the double is gonna come and it's gonna look effective, but that's off of you. That's off of Luca. Not I don't wanna not.
Give it you don't say it. Well you like that's mostly his like his doing, not
Yeah,
mostly our
but
scheme.
I also don't want to say that bet to make it seem like the Warriors didn't do a
No,
good
I got
job.
you because I mean,
Yeah,
if Draymond has 4 fouls in what the third quarter, I
yeah,
think like to that like to his advantage, you would want him to get to the rim and attack the basket, especially with Dre at 4 fouls in the third quarter.
I think,
yeah.
I
So
think,
I just wanted to clear that up. I didn't want to make it seem like I was taking the credit away from Golden State, but I do think that's more of a
Oh no, I
Luca
got
thing.
you.
I think that's more of a Luca thing, and he been doing this shit like other
But,
getting
but I wonder
around.
how
you know,
much of it is because he's physically not
bro.
where
You know,
he need to.
listen,
No, because no, because I get it. It's like he's a superstar. You're not gonna give him those type of excuses. But it's like when you see a trend over a long period of time, like start to develop, it's almost like, all right, is this the new reality? Like at a certain point, I just have to stop expecting something and judge off of what I'm seeing. Like it's
no,
like
Maybe
How
I'm
long?
not.
this,
How long has he been playing?
maybe
How
this
long has he been
season,
playing
maybe
like
this
this though?
season. But
No, I'm saying this season. Yeah, I'm saying this
yeah,
season.
yeah, this season.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
I
because
think that's fair for this
because
season.
this is relative to like, okay, the playoffs are
Him
right
coming
around the
back from
corner.
injury.
Is
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
something
think
that
it's
we're
fair for
gonna?
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
and you know
not the
what?
rest of his career, nothing like
In
that. No.
in contrast, when
Tez,
you
oh, go ahead,
when
Carter.
this when in contrast, when you look at someone like Austin, for example, like when he quote unquote grifts to the line, he's actively trying to make the shot, bro. And that's what he,
Yeah.
for me, he tends to get the and one because he's actively trying to make the shot. When Luca gets there, stops, gets past the person in the pick and roll, and then just stops immediately, and then gets bumped, and then just throws some BS in the air. It's like he's not even really trying to make the shit, and it's for me, every point counts, and more often than not, if you can get as many and ones, that's a way to get yourself going as well throughout the game, rather than I mean, yesterday it was 0 for 6 or 0 for 5 from three yesterday,
Yeah.
and for me, a way of working yourself into the game is to actively try and get into the paint. I understand he's not gonna finish right at the rim, but one thing I have seen about him that is, I guess I didn't really notice before, bruh, the air balls, bro. The air balls. Like, I know he's trying to get that perfect swish, but there's a lot of air balls, bro. And it's very interesting to see because
Talking about the floater, the floater
no,
airball.
just his inside shot, like the midi and some threes here and there. Like he airballs quite a few of those, man. Like over an extended period. And for me, I don't know if that I should be worried or it's just he's just I guess trying to still feel his way back into the game. I don't know what it is, but for someone of his stature, he shoots a lot of airballs, bro. And I wonder why that is.
Is it
Hey,
is it
Taz,
the shot quality? Is it the quality of the shot he's
To
taking?
me, no, because I feel like he
He's
can make.
hit those before.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's trying to go for the most perfect shot. It's just strange.
But I think it came a point in time where like he was trying to like get himself going
Yeah.
and like